Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mingus Broader Football here on KYBC AM 1600, Verde Valley TV, Cable 1, Channel 2, and Suddenlink Channel 2. Along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. The Mingus Marauders back at home in the friendly confines of the cave, we hope. After an 0-2 start, the Marauders are looking to pick up their first win of the season against the Paradise Valley Trojans. This is a team that the Marauders are very familiar with. We played them a couple years ago in a back-to-back years. And these teams are I think that Paradise Valley's got to feel that Mingus pretty much handled us the last two times we played them, and we need to get up there and try to get a win. This is a team, JB, that threw for 435 yards and 4 touchdowns last week, averaging over 50 points a game.
Yeah, 115 points in 2 games. Their first game coming a 50-something win to 6 over Camelback, and then a barn burner. I mean, whoever had the ball last against North Canyon last week, 59-55.
Isn't that crazy? How can 2 teams score that many points in one football game?
I've seen it done.
Well, it's kind of interesting because this Paradise Valley team is led by a sophomore quarterback. And I talked to the coach. He says, he's unbelievable. He says he's a head case. I got to keep yelling at him, try to keep him, so he doesn't start thinking that he's too good or something. But he's only a sophomore, 6'1", 175 pounds. And I was watching him down the field earlier, and he's got real good feet, and he's got a nice touch on his throw. The throw kind of goes up and then just kind of dives right into the receiver. And looks like this kid might be somebody to reckon. I told the coach, congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while you get one of these blue chip kids, and Paradise Valley's got one this year.
Well, apparently they have a David football instead of a Johnny football, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. You wouldn't want Johnny football.
No.
All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll get a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back to Mingus High School for Mingus Broader Football. Paradise Valley Trojans in the house. We'll be back after this.
Verizon Premium Wireless Retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon Premium Wireless Retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 8 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Remember when you were younger and your parents said,
"Don't make a mess"?
And remember comments like,
"Pipe down."
River. Now it's time to find your own voice.
Don't bounce the ball in the house.
Strike out on your own. Remember the rules, but don't be afraid to take chances. Explore your sense of wonder. Feed your curiosity. Yavapai College. Life explored.
At Mingus High School, the Marauders and the Paradise Valley Trojans ready to battle it out here in the 3rd week of the season. Last week, the Mingus Marauders on the road for the first time this year down at Big Brother Cactus, and it turned out just like it always turned out down at Cactus. Cactus Cobra is a very good football team once again, JB. Coach Larry Feckenheyer's really got it going on down there. He's got great skill positions. He's got a huge line, and what a good team they've got down there. The Marauders, however, got down there, JB, and even though they were down and towards the end they knew they weren't going to win, that team never quit. The Marauders kept playing hard football, and they won the second half.
They did. They lost the first half 28-0 as Cactus pretty much ran away with it, but won the second half by a score of 14-6 rather. And so the Mingus Marauders put a little heart into it and came out maybe with a moral victory, maybe a little bit of momentum coming into the next game. Obviously, they know they're going to go into a blow-for-blow battle. This will be like the MMA version of high school football, and it's going to just be touchdown after touchdown. I imagine it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, and I talked to defensive coordinator Neil Dixon about that earlier tonight, and I said to him, I said, we got to keep these guys out of the 50s, huh? So we want to see one of those 13-10 victories here tonight. He said, I'll settle for 2-0. So what am I thinking of? Now tell my defensive coordinator, I want you guys to give up 10 points.
Right, exactly. What are you thinking? Now, Mingus defensively struggled a little bit against Cactus, especially in the first half. However, in the second half, able to turn things around a little bit. Mingus has only scored 35 points so far this season. Now, they've also gone up against two very tough teams. Snowflake in the first game, by the way, for real, went and beat Australia Foothills 42-21 the following game. So they are definitely going to be a competitor for Division 4. Cactus, obviously, from what we saw, is going to be a competitor for Division whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Put them up there with the big boys, and they're going to hang. Jackie, interestingly enough, the Marauder JV and freshman team both came away with dominant victories over Paradise Valley this week.
Freshman squad 70-28.
70.
And as we understand it from the Prescott or Paradise Valley squad, 56-6. The JV goes 3-0.
That's 126 to what was it, 28 in the first game?
Yeah.
So 34.
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I like that.
That's what we have coming up. And then, I'll tell you what, the way things have been going here, we might start seeing some of those kids a little bit earlier.
Well, very possibly. Coach Young and the coaching staff is still looking for the right blend from the 2013 Marauders.
Right.
And I think certain positions are definitely set. However, other positions, they're still trying to figure out where they're going and what the flow is, because what is supposed to work hasn't quite worked for the Marauders thus far.
Anybody getting hit as soon as the ball snapped is looking for something to do right now.
Nonetheless, Mingus looking to turn it around against this Paradise Valley team. We haven't had anybody throw the ball on us as much as what we're going to see here tonight.
No, as a matter of fact, that young man last week was 38 of 45 for 435 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Two picks.
That
were both returned for touchdowns, and apparently this is according to defense coordinator Neil Dixon, also a kick or punt return for a touchdown that they gave up last week. So,
Coach Young said North Canyon had 2 major Division I prospect athletes that kept them in that game throughout its entirety.
Yeah, and like you said, last guy with the ball wins in that one. 4-point game, 59-55 or something.
59-55. In fact, North Canyon had the ball last, but had it with 40 seconds left and their ball about their one.
JB, what are you doing? We just said the team with the ball last wins.
I know.
Nobody knew that. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. The teams are still not out on the field, so they'll be coming out here shortly. The Marauder Band just did a nice rendition of the national anthem. They're setting up in the stands right here. Got a good crowd, still some seats, so come on out and enjoy Mingus Marauder football here tonight at home. Paradise Valley in town. We will be back with the rest of the pregame show coming up after this.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center. It's time for the year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Back at Mingus High School, the teams are out on the field and ready to battle it out here in Division III. The Marauders in their home red uniforms with the gray helmets, the gray pants, and the black numbers. And Paradise Valley, a similar color scheme here to Mingus. They've got their white uniforms on with the red helmets in the black trim.
Want to get into a couple of things here quick in our abbreviated pregame report. I want to remind you with our injury report brought to us by Taryn Walls and his teams of pros at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness. Eppinger appears to be ready to go. Hopefully he'll get some game time out here today. Went out of the game. I believe he twisted an ankle.
Yep, sprained ankle's what I heard.
Yep, that's what I heard. We want to send get well wishes to Colton Rios from the baseball squad as they were doing some fall baseball stuff. And Cy Phelps, it is speculated, may need surgery on his arm.
Shoulder.
Dislocated shoulder, okay. We want to remind everybody that Taryn Walls and his expert team of physical therapists at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness enjoy helping people following surgery, injury, or just to enhance your sports performance.
All right, fans, we're going to head down to the field. The Marauder captains are out on the field, and we're going to have our opening coin toss. It looks like, the Marauders have one guy out there, JB, who's got a jersey on, but none of the rest of his pads. So we got an injured captain here tonight for the Mingus Marauders. That's Israel Monteo.
I think he goes by Dizzy, doesn't he?
Dizzy. That's a great name. Isaiah Baker along with 34, Levi Collins, and 48, which is Felix Vera, are the Marauder captains here tonight.
Felix Vera really stepped up against Cactus last week from a defensive back position and did pretty well in the game. Hey, we want to remind you, if you are not coming to the game, we've got a new feature for you from Vinny's New York Chef Pizzeria. In fact, it is the Marauder Special, and it will be available all during the course of the week. The Marauder Special, you got a pizza, dozen knots, and 4 drinks, just $20. Just $20, and of course that is with their brand new location, which is the Clemenceau building. You're going to see that from 89A and 6th Street. There's a great picture on Channel 2 of that. In fact, look, they're open. You can see it on the screen. They're open now, and the Marauder Special available just $20. The pizza, knots, and 4 drinks. The Marauder Special at Vinny's.
Well, the Marauders won the coin toss, and they have deferred and elected to kick off this ball game. Or I guess they deferred, and the other team elected to receive, which means that the Marauders will have the ball to start the second half. Of course, the other team could say, oh, no, we want to kick. When you defer, and then you get the ball to start both halves. Wouldn't make any sense, would it?
No, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wonder if that's ever happened.
Yeah, that's just called rubbing it in. Yeah. Just have the ball whenever you want, dude.
Hey, no, I have seen it happen against Page. We kicked off to start the first half and the second half.
Kind of.
That goes back many a years, does it not?
Fans, and a lot of you have been with us for many a years, but if you'll remember that game up in Page, the Marauders were up, I think it was 60-0 at halftime. 63-0 it might have been at halftime. And came out in the second half, and the Marauders were to receive. Page kicked the ball off. Mingus caught the kickoff and took a knee, and then punted on first down.
Right. And I remember your comment. How are we going to get to 100
how are we
points?
Score 100 if we're punting on first down? At least go deep once.
Although we have seen ball games out here at Mingus Union High School where 100 points has been scored. Of course, that's the combo of both teams, though.
Right. Here we go, JJ, to kick it away, and it's a line drive, rolling, bumbling, and stumbling to the 10-yard line where it's picked up there and looking to return the ball down the left side of the field, now into the middle of the field, and being tackled is, I believe it was number 6, Carl Westland, with the return, although it looks like it's number 8. Now, he didn't tell me number 8 was a return guy. He gave me return guys as 1, 4, and 6, but that was number 8, Jacob Brown, that returned at that time. And he got across the 20 out to about the 24 maybe yard line, 23, 24-yard line. That's where Paradise Valley will start. Remember, this kid last week at quarterback, number 10, Daniel Bridge-Gadd, a sophomore, 6'1", 175, threw for 435 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. 2 backs on either side, 1 in the backfield. They're going to hand off to the guy in the backfield, and he is going to have a nice gain on first down, right up the gut against the Marauder defense, and a gain of about 8 on first down, and that's number 12, Bailey Thompson, the running back, a junior, 5'10", 175 pounds. Almost an inverted wishbone with a quarterback standing in between as they line up in the formation, and handoff again coming to the right side of the offensive line, the left side of the Marauder defense, and it looks like Mingus may have stopped them short of a first down, but not by much. It's going to be third down. Well, now they're moving the sticks.
Nope, not yet, not yet.
What are you guys doing? Get back there. The sticks are messed up right now, JB. It's third and really short. And now they're going to say first down.
Third and extremely short.
It's real short now, yeah.
Third and negative.
As a matter of fact. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. And the quarterback with 1 back behind him now. He's got spread formation, 2 left, 2 right. Tight end, no tight end. Looking to hand off again after they spread the Marauders out, and right up the gut, it's Thompson. Thompson's going to pick up another huge chunk, about 13 on that carry. Back-to-back first downs, and the Trojans look like they have not let off from where they were rolling last week.
Thompson's got 33 carries, 126 yards. He is their leading rusher, and boy, when you spread it out like that, he just doesn't have a lot of traffic to run in.
In the hurry up, handoff up the middle again to Thompson. Thompson rumbling, bumbling, stumbling out to about 9 that time. He's on the Marauder side of the field. 2nd down and 1 at the Marauder 43.
Tiffany makes the tackle out there, and I think they're going to continue to do that until Mingus chooses to stop that.
Hurry up offense, 2 left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield behind the quarterback. Awaiting the snap. And Gadd looks to throw for the first time. He's got a man on the left side, makes the reception, and hit and knocked down after the first down. Brendan Best, number 2, a 5'10", 180-pound junior with the reception. And the Trojans are moving the ball down the field.
Best has got, that's his 12th reception on the year. We've seen players that don't get 12 receptions in a season.
From the Marauder 32-yard line, in the gun, the handoff up the middle of Thompson, and the Marauders got him that time. Short gain. Eppinger was in on the play, and it looks like Anthony Broyles came in the lower shoulder into the running back that time and may not have any gain. As a matter of fact, it went from the 33 side of the 32 to the 31 side of the 32, so I don't know, football length. And the quarterback going to throw, going left side, has a man, and it would have been short and out of bounds for a short gain, but only getting a hand on it, not able to pull it in that time, was Brendan Bess. Brings up 2nd down and 10 now for the Marauders. Mingus with 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers right behind him. 4 wideouts in the formation here, 2 on either side for the quarterback, Bridge-Gadd, and 1 back in the backfield. Fake the handoff, now look to throw over the middle. He's got a man, but it was behind him. And incomplete, the defense that time by Dakota Hanks. The intended receiver was number 4, Zach Kompenstein.
Great job by the Marauders holding him here. Now the quarterback also punts, by the way.
It's 4th down and 10 from the Marauder 32. The quarterback is standing in the shotgun formation. This may not be punting territory, JB, even on 4th and 10. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. The back in the backfield, I'd imagine he's probably back there to block if he doesn't punt, and he drops back to throw. Looking to throw to the right side, over the middle, he's got his man. Catch is made, it's a first down to the Marauder 15. That time he threw it right to Kompenstein, and I don't know if it's Steen or Stein, but it's probably going to be both tonight. And he's got it to the 15-yard line.
Great job over the middle. It was good coverage on it. It wasn't like he was wide open, just well-placed ball.
In the hurry-up once again, handoff up the middle of Thompson, following his guard to the right side and down to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on first, brings up 2nd and 5.
Man, this hurry-up offense, now I understand how this team can get 70 plays in a game. Holy cow. I'm having trouble keeping up with the stats.
Inverted wishbone with the quarterback standing in the middle, and they'll hand off again. Now the quarterback's going to keep it. He faked the handoff, tried to run to the left side, but the Marauders are there for no gain. First hit, I believe, for the Marauders was Brendan Kitchen, number 11, that got in there, made the initial contact, and 2 more Marauders came in to help out with the hit to make sure that he didn't break free, and it brings up 3rd down and about 6 now. He lost a yard or 2. They're all the way back to about the 12-yard line. Lost 2.
Number 52 is kind of gimping off the field. That's Devin Acevedo. He's a senior 6-foot offensive lineman, 215 pounds.
Right guard. 3rd down and about 7 now. Here's the snap, and Thompson's got it up the middle. Thompson breaks through the line, and then he's hit by Broyles inside the 10. They will mark him down around maybe the 8-yard line, depending on the spot of the ball. And the Trojans are already on top of the pigskin. Quarterback in the gun, 1 back behind him. 2 left, 2 right, and the Marauders jump, but he gets back. Didn't make contact. They've got a new right guard in there. You might want to try to take advantage of that. Looks like it's 55. Marley Scott, the linebacker. Here's the pass to the left side, and it's going to be a 1st down. Oh, no, inside no, he didn't catch it. It looked like they were marking it at the 4, but apparently it popped out of his hands, and that's a hold for the Marauder defense, and it's number 9 for Mingus that comes through with the play. That's Herb Tiffany, the nasty Chihuahua, comes up with a big play for the Marauders defense there. And the ball spotted at the Marauder 8, and they're going to look to bring out the field goal kicker. Now, this is a team that has 3 different kickers. The field goal guy is number 11. And how come I don't see him out there? Oh, is that 4th down? I thought that was only 3rd down. It must have been 4th down. The Marauders have the ball, JB. The Marauders bringing their offense out on the field.
Yeah, that was a stop, and Herb Tiffany did a great job of separating receiver and ball.
1st down and 10, Mingus. They do stop them. That's something new for Paradise Valley. We may have them all wondering about themselves over there on the sideline. How come we didn't score? Here's the snap. Handoff coming to Broyles in the backfield. Broyles lowers a shoulder and bangs forward. And the Marauders at this point just want to get out of their goal line, get away from those goal posts there. And Broyles gets the initial carry. Now he leaves the game. Taylor Thagard comes in to replace him. A gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Marauders on their initial drive. 7:56 left in the opening quarter. Glad to have you along. Marauder football here all season long on the powerhouse KYBC AM 1600. 2nd down and 9 now. Here's the snap and the handoff going to the right side and spinning through a tackle and diving forward for a couple extras. That time is Navarez, the quarterback, faked the handoff and kept it himself. He's out around the 15-yard line. Jackie, we can also be heard on the FM channel now, 96.3.
96.3 on the FM. You can also hear us at myradioplace.com as well.
There you go. Now you click the icon there. It says Mingus Football or something real easy, right?
It has to be if I can do it.
3rd down and a long 3 here for the Marauders. They've got 1 back in the backfield, double wing back formation. Man in motion is Helsel, and they'll hand off. It's Hanks, and he's going to have a couple, but not enough.
Oof.
Looks like he got 2 of the long 3. Yeah, he's going to be short by a yard and a football length or so. And the Marauders now on 4th. They're going to have to punt this thing away. Now, Marshall Schill comes in to punt for the Marauders, a left-footed punter.
That's unusual.
Does it make the ball spin the other way, like if you're in Australia or something?
Oh, my gosh, yes, absolutely it does.
There you go. Here's the snap, and, he's run into, and there's the flag. It'll be an automatic 1st down for Mingus. The punt is short, and we'll take a Marauder roll. It's not going to matter. May as well just pick it up now. Now at the 44-yard line is where the Marauders will down the ball, but that was running into the kicker. Doesn't matter if it's running into or roughing. 5 yards or 15, the Marauders will get a 1st down.
Well, most importantly is Schill got back up.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. That's how you lose kickers.
And we're waiting for the official to give us the signal. I don't see that I saw the signal yet. I think he's going to ask Broyles, okay, so you guys want to take the kick or do you want the ball back?
That's when you got to look over at the coach, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the leg was completely up in the air. He was defenseless. I got to imagine that's going to be the 15-yard variety.
I think that was 56 that ran into him that time, JB.
That was the replacement guard, was it not?
Yes.
Yep. And that is going to be a 15-yard variety. and that'll change field position. Hey, while we've got an opportunity, you know what? I want to say a big congratulations to Paul Vaca and Stephanie Westcott, who are now Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Stephanie Vaca. Saturday after the Miners game, I had to run off and DJ their wedding. That was a blast.
Couple of Marauders. First down and 10. Mingus, here's the snap. And rolling to the right, it's Helsel. Helsel is going to be hit at the line, lowers his shoulder, keeps playing, and goes out of bounds after a gain of a couple. Now, JB, that's what we saw all the time from Snowflake, from Cactus, is the initial contact and then the extra couple of yards. If the Marauders can start doing that, that's going to bode well for them offensively this year.
Boy, it sure looked better from up here. That wasn't the spot I was expecting, though.
Well, no, he got two.
That was a long, yeah, that was.
Well, that's the extra 2 from when he got hit at the line. Right?
There you go.
There you go. Second down and 8 from the 36-yard line. In the gun with a running back next to him is Navarez. Awaiting the snap. There it is. They're going to sweep to the left side of the field. It's Kitchen ping-ponging around and juking and jiving and trying to get away from the defense. And looks like they're going to award his effort with a yard.
Well, he was actually lucky to get that one. The defense did a great job of reading that. He had one crack back block out of the backfield there that kind of sprung him, at least not for a loss.
5:20 left to go in the opening quarter of the game. The Marauders still on their initial drive after they got the first down again on the punt by running into the kicker, or roughing the kicker, I guess. No score yet. The Marauders looking to change that. Third down and 7 now from their own 37-yard line. Here's the snap, and they're going to hand off up the middle for 2 yards. Fourth down and 5 now for the Marauders, and they will look to punt it away. They're at their own 39.
Well, trying to surprise them, running up the middle on the third down. We haven't seen Navarez try to put the ball in the air yet.
Well, now we've got another punt situation. This one's a much better field position for Mingus, and the punt is off. It is, wow, not going to be very long. It went from the near hash mark all the way out of bounds on the other side of the field, and let's see where this guy stops. Now, the line of scrimmage was the 39, and he's still going. He's going to mark it out of bounds at the 41-yard line, so that's a 20-yard punt.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, and Paradise Valley will have it back. The Marauders stopped them on downs their first possession, and I would imagine they're going to look to try to do the same thing here.
Well, that's something that this Paradise Valley squad hasn't been accustomed to this season, so we're going to chalk that one up as a attaboy for the Mingus Marauder defense.
4:33 left, and here comes the Trojan offense. Trips on the right, one on the left, one back in the backfield. Now a man goes in motion from the slot on the right to the left, and he'll stand in the backfield next to the quarterback. Looking to throw, still looking down the middle. Now he's going to tuck and run, flushed out of the pocket. He was going right, and then he said, uh-oh, there's the defense. Now he's going left, and he's going to end up with a gain of about 6 or 7 yards.
Actually, that was great coverage downfield.
Yeah.
Mingus did a phenomenal job in the secondary. This David Bridge-Gadd looked downfield and saw absolutely nothing.
And then he tried to run right, and there was nothing there.
Right, exactly. Good job for the defense, but Daniel did a great job of just trying to get out of the pocket.
2nd and 4, and this time they will hand off to the fullback, and he's hit behind the line, and he'll lose a yard. That'll make it 3rd down and about 4. He's real close to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. They need to get across midfield to the Marauder 49.
Eppinger in on the tackle for the Mingus Marauders. Good pursuit, great penetration.
Time ticking away. 3:35 left, opening quarter of play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops 3 steps back, throws a screen across the middle, has a man who is just running wild now, trying to break a tackle to the left-hand side. That's a good size receiver, that Zach Kompenstein, JB, 6'1", 195 pounds. He's only a junior. That's the thing. This team's loaded with a lot of players that are starting that are underclassmen. It's kind of scary, just like last week with Cactus. That was a team that was loaded with underclassmen.
Oh, especially
starters.
Sophomores, yeah.
Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to hand off up the middle of the fullback, and he's going to just lower his head and dive into the pile. And a yard maybe. It looks like they might give him a little more. And it'll bring up 2nd down, about 8, along 8.
Did you see that? Yard marker move back. It's only 1.
And they're back to the line. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. No, he's going to hand off now, and that one is definitely behind the line. No gain that time. by the running back, and I believe it's still 22 that's back there. No, it's 12 back there getting the carries.
That's Bailey.
Yep, Thompson getting the carry once again. Not much yardage there. And now we're going to see Bridge Gadd in a passing situation. 3rd down and 8 from the Marauder. Well, 41. It's not quite to the 40-yard line.
Somehow I don't think he's nervous.
No.
435 passing yards last week. He's not nervous about 3rd down and 9.
Man comes in motion from the left to the right-hand side of the formation. The quarterback's going to throw back to the left. He's got a man, but the Marauders are right there. Wow, what a great play by the Mingus defense. I bet it's Kitchen. No, it looks like it may be Tiffany that comes up with the hit. We got to wait till he turns. It is Tiffany that comes up with a great play. He just stayed home, stayed on his side of the field, stayed in his lane. That guy caught a screen pass after everything was going right on the left-hand side, and there's Tiffany to nail him.
Great job out there. Bailey paid for his reception.
4th down and 7 now from the Marauder 40-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play. Paradise Valley stopped on downs on their initial possession, and now faced with 4th and long. The quarterback's going to go for it. Look at the throw. Down the middle he goes. He's got a man, and it is tipped away. Good D again by the Marauders, and they come up with a big play. Jesse Rio. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Felix Vera that comes up with a big play for the Marauders that time. And, well, back-to-back possessions for a team that's averaging 55 points or more a game this season, and so far they've got 0. We're almost done with the opening quarter.
And Mingus gets the ball back. That's 2 turnovers on downs.
And they got great field position back to their 39.
One in the red zone. The only Mingus Marauder first down so far has been via the penalty, but now we'll see if Mingus can get it going. Navarez has not put the ball in the air yet.
Yeah, that might be the time. Navarez coming out at quarterback. They've got a wide out on the left-hand side. They're going to run one onto the right-hand side also. Navarre set under center now. One back in the backfield. Wing back on the right side and a slot receiver on the right as well now. Navarre set under center. Drops back. Throws for the first time. And it's high and incomplete. He had a man, Jesse Rios, that time out around midfield. But it was a little bit over his head. The defense was there, but I think if the pass was a little better, Rios probably would have pulled that one in.
Yeah, if it was down and maybe even to the back shoulder, when you throw high, you really do put your receivers into jeopardy.
Tanner Karen coming into the ball game along with Brennan Kitchen. They'll probably both split out at a wide-out position. Karen's coming to the near side. And it looks like Kitchen's going to play the wing back on the right-hand side. Hanks in the backfield. Helsel at the left wing back position. Navarez checks everything out. Set under center. The linemen are down, and here's a second down play. Handoff going to the left-hand side to Hanks. Stood up at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him progress, are they? I don't know. He may have not a yard, but a couple of feet, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 9.
Interesting about this point in last week's game for the visiting Paradise Valley Trojans. I think the score was 24-21 at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
Or 14-17, something like that.
Hey, we got them right where we want them.
We do, exactly. They're wondering what's going on. Now we just got to figure out how to move the ball.
No doubt. 3rd down and 9. Navarre's under huge pressure, throws back to the middle. And who did it hit? Did it hit a lineman first? It looked like he may have hit Cordell McKeever out there with the pass. There's no flag on the field, so maybe it didn't hit McKeever first. But nonetheless, it's 4th down and 9 for Mingus from their own 40-yard line. They're going to look to punt this thing away.
Navarez chucked that ball away.
He was under huge pressure as soon as he took one step back. 2 defenders coming from the right side came in and just chased him out of the pocket. Here's a high punt by Schill, and it will bounce inbounds, which will be helpful, and give the Marauders an extra 5 or 6 yards. Let's see where they mark it out now. Where are you going? Get back there. It wasn't that far. To the 20-yard line, so that's not bad. Paradise Valley coming back out to bring their offense on the field. We got 47 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter of play. No score here at Mingus High School. What'd you say, these guys 115 points in 2 games?
Yep.
They're wondering what's going on.
No kidding. So far, Mingus has held them in the first quarter to 85 yards. Unfortunately, they've held Mingus to 15 yards. So we've got 100 yards of offense here as the first quarter starting to wind down on us.
We got to push them back a little bit so we can get Coach Dixon's safety.
Right. A couple of sacks will do that.
Heck yeah. 1st down play. Quarterback hands off on a delayed draw to the fullback Thompson that time, and he's going to have a couple of yards, a couple of yards short, rather, of a first down. He's got about 8 out near the 28-yard line and right to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Trojans. They must not have been going fast enough is the problem. Looking to throw to the left side. He's got a man. Reception made. It's number 8 that time, Jacob Brown. He'll be knocked out of bounds where they will stop the clock out around the 38-yard line where it will be first down and 10 Trojans.
10 yards on the reception, and so far Daniel Bridge-Gatt has 49 yards in the first half.
Not too good. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. First down and 10. Bridge-Gatt looking to hand off. He's got Thompson, who's hit and brought down by Eppinger. At the line of scrimmage, he's a dive forward to about the 40, so he's going to have a little bit more, about a yard maybe, on the carry. And that should take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. But you never know. If these guys are still 2 seconds, they might snap it. Nope, that's the end of the quarter. And here we go. 0-0 is the score. The hot-scoring Paradise Valley Trojans with a Schneid on the board at the end of 12 minutes. We'll be back with the second quarter coming up after this.
About the consignment program. D&K Service, Cycle, and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and the Green Auto Group,
we're better and we'll prove it.
On second down and 10, the Trojans throw the ball to the left-hand side of the field. The reception is made by number 8, Jacob Brown. He's got about 8 yards or so on the reception out to the 48-yard line. He's got 9. They need a yard. It's third down and 1. From the near hash mark on the Marauder side of the field, from the gun, Bridge-Gatt looking to take the snap. There it is, looking right. And now he's pressured by the Marauders out of the backfield. Now he's going to break free. They're still after him, and he's to the sideline. First down and out of bounds. At the Marauder 46, they did have him in the backfield for a loss of a couple of yards, but he was able to break free and pick up the first.
Wow, absolutely elusive back there as 3 Marauders had a paw on the jersey somehow, some way, and just couldn't put a shoulder on him.
First down and 10 now. The Trojans again on the Marauder side of the field. They've been there twice. They've been deep once. They have no points yet. That's good. That's how we like it. First down and 10. Here's a snap. Looking to throw right. Looking to throw right. Throws right in. He's got a man. Wow, how did that ball get by Marshall Schill? I thought for sure Schill had it going the other way. Somehow it got around him to the running back, Bailey Thompson, who has the reception for a yard.
Man, that is pinpoint accuracy, I'll tell you, because You're absolutely right. That ball's just thrown to the rear shoulder a little bit, and Schill has got it right between the numbers.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw to the right side, going deep down the right sideline. Got him at the 15, dragged out of bounds at the 5. Jordan Brown. I would imagine related to Jacob Brown. He's a captain, wide out, senior, 6'2", 180. Picks up a huge play all the way down to the Marauder 5-yard line. First down and goal. Trojans with 11:13 left to go here in the opening half.
46, and he is definitely one of the leaders out there. He's got some big plays so far this season. That just adds to the repertoire.
Here's a snap, looking to hand off to the right side and jumping over Marauders on the line and diving to the end zone. They're going to say he's down short that time. The carry was number 6, Carl Westland. And Westland will be just shy of a touchdown as he is right at the goal line. Look at that, fans. Our fans watching at home, you see that ball. How close is it?
Oh, my goodness. That is definitely close. Less than a football length out there, and that is for Carl's first carry of the game. No, sorry, his third. I'm sorry.
Second down and goal. Handoff coming up the middle, and I believe he's in that time. Touchdown. Trojans go on the board first. It's Bailey Thompson with the 1-yard carry. And the first points of the game come with 10:28 left to go in the second quarter. It's 6-0, Paradise Valley. And now we get to see this kicker guy, JB. They were raving about him. Old number 90 here. He's just a sophomore. Devin Moon, they say he has never missed inside 20, which is basically an extra point.
Well, that would be impressive.
And awaiting the snap. There it is. The kick is up, and come on, say no good. Come on, say no good. It's good. 7-0, 10:28 left in the second quarter, and the Marauders will have the ball when we return after this.
0. Trojans 7.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders are going to return the ball here. It's going to be Kitchen and Rios back deep to return for the Marauders. And they like to get their offense moving a little bit here, JB.
They need to. Mingus hasn't been able to pick up a first down under their own accord yet. However, you start to wonder whether or not Paradise Valley was gone for fourth down conversions twice. Might try some trickery in the kicking game.
Well, they're all huddled up behind the kicker right at the 35-yard line, and let's see if they split and spread. Yep, they do. Clap of the hands, everybody spreads out. Marauders were all gathered up right around the M, too, because, hey, all these guys are standing in a circle. They're going to try something here. Then they spread out, and the Marauders spread out as well. Okay, now the kickoff guy is somebody different. That's 33, Malad Raffi. And Raffi booms it into the end zone. I try to take it out. I don't blame you. Playing football here, Brennan Kitchen. That's a guy that's dangerous. Of course, he's going to try to return everything. The referee says, no, yeah, man, get back here. You can't return the ball out of the end zone in high school football.
Oh, come on. They can do it on TV.
Yeah. Hey, they are on TV.
Yeah, there we go. Channel 2 on Suddenlink and Cable 1.
We're going to have to relay that down to the officials. They are on TV.
Right.
And then if Kitchen gets out past the 20, we want that play to stand. If not, then don't let them run it out of there.
Right. We're a little far to throw the red flag from here, though.
First down and 10, Mingus down a touchdown now with 10:28 left in the opening quarter. It's 7-0. Handoff, oh boy. No, Navarez is going to keep it himself, and he'll get a couple of yards. Whoever he faked the handoff to got hammered behind the line of scrimmage. It may have been Levi Collins, but Navarez kept it himself, and he's able to get a few yards for the Marauders on first. It's 2nd down and 8 from the 22. Here comes Tanner Karen back in the ball game. He's going to relay the play into Navarez, and let's see where he goes. Splits out wide to the left-hand side. 3 receivers. 4?
Yeah, you got a slot back.
3 receivers on the right now, and 1 on the left. And awaiting the snap, there it is, and a handoff to maybe Collins. It was one of the bigger players. To see when he gets up.
Collins ripped off a 54-yard touchdown run last week, which was awesome to watch.
It was Collins with the carry. He's out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3, and it's now 3rd down and 5 for Mingus, who does not have a first down in this ball game, except for the one they got on the block roughing the kicker. On the punt. 3rd and 5 now for the Marauders. Time ticking away, 9:15 left in the opening half. Marauders lineman set, and here's a snap. Navarez rolling left, throwing left, has a man on the left, and looked like he had it, and then dropped it on his way to the ground, and it will be incomplete at the 30-yard line.
In and out. It was right there.
Stops the clock on 4th down. 9:07 left to go here in the opening half, and the Marauders will look to punt the ball away. Schill's already punted twice. One of them was pretty good, that last one. Let's see if he can get a bomb here. He's got plenty of real estate to work with.
Yeah, he got 40 yards last time.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to give it to this guy to run the ball back, because Brown can run it all the way back.
Nice punt. Very nice punt. And, it lands out of bounds. So that's the one that always gets you, the one that lands out of bounds, because then it's up to the official to decide where he thinks it crossed the line. Oh, it didn't go too far that time. Our little mountain climber guy only went out to the 36-yard line, JB, so it's 1st down and 10. The price is right. It's still on, isn't it? Great?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's got to be on the game show or something now.
Oh, it's on every day still. They had Drew Carey does it now, and it's on there. It's still the same thing. You know what they did? They have a male model on there now.
They do?
Yeah, so half the population quit watching.
Huh. Is the model's name still Vanna?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even know why I said it. Oh, yeah, because the mountain climber guy.
Right, right. Now, how is it that you know what's on Daytime television?
Well, you know. Here's the snap, and quarterback's going to keep it himself. Runs to the right, to the 40, to the third. Well, he's out to about the 40. I was going to say at 45. He didn't get there. Out to about the 44. And knocked down there, but still a gain of 8 on first down. That's the difference. These guys are getting 7, 8 yards on first down, and then it's second and short or third and short. And the Marauders are like second and 8, second and 9. Here's the snap, and they will hand off to the fullback. Thompson through the left-hand side. He's hit by Tiffany, but he'll carry Tiffany across midfield to the Marauder 48-yard line. Gain of
another 8.
About 8, yeah.
Back-to-back 8s here. In the first half so far, the visiting squad from Paradise Valley has now 186 yards in 30 plays.
First down and 10 on the Marauders side of the field once again. Handoff going to Thompson again. Thompson hit, and he's going to go down. He took a shot from Broyles, was able to fight through it for an extra yard or 2. He's going to have 3 total on the carry, and it's going to bring up second down. He's only going to have about 2 on the carry, and it's going to bring up second down and 8. That's what we like to see. Let's have these guys in second and long. 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback in the gun, looking right, throwing right, has a man on the right, and it's caught at the 40. Still on his feet and pushed out of bounds inside the 40. Looks like it may have been Dakota Hanks with the defense that time for the Marauders, but Brendan Best, the wide out number 2, junior, 5'10", 180, with the reception bringing up third and short, or at least manageable.
Well, Best so far came into today with 11 receptions for 157 yards, second best on the squad.
These guys have slowed down a little bit. There's still no huddle, but they've slowed down a little bit. And here's a handoff to Thompson in the backfield. He's hitting the backfield and down for a loss. And the Marauder that made the tackle is rolling around out there, but now he's going to bounce back up. I believe it's Levi Collins. It is. He's a tough kid, JB. Levi Collins got in there and just knocked the running back backwards for the first time. We haven't seen that much here today. The Marauders getting in the backfield and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. It's now 4th and 4.
Well, on the Marauder side of the field, they haven't not gone for a 4th down conversion yet.
Right. Here's a snap. Looking to throw to the right. He's got a man. Can the Marauders make a tackle? Ooh, it's going to be close. With the extension as he went down, he's going to be close, but I believe he's short. He is short by less than a yard, but the Marauders hold once again. That's the 3rd time in this game the Marauders have held on downs. The other time Paradise Valley had the ball, they scored. So 3-1, that's not too bad. The Marauders need to get some points, JB. We are almost halfway through the second quarter, and Mingus doesn't have a first down. They need to get something so their offense can start feeling good about themselves. They don't even have to score right now if their defense can keep playing the way they are, but they need to start matriculating the ball down the field a little bit so that they can start feeling like they're going to be able to score.
Absolutely. Well, you're talking about the whole Big M momentum out there.
Big Mo. We're not talking about the Sandman in the Bronx. First down and 10. The Marauders with the ball under center. Navarez rolling right. Navarez in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play.
Number 56 getting in there, I believe, to make the sack.
I think it's 55.
55.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Marley Scott.
Yep, that's the linebacker. It's a kid that came in to play guard when their guard went out earlier in the game. We haven't checked on that. We'll have to see when they come back out if they have their right guard back out there, number 52, Acevedo. See what 22 years in the desert does, JB? I know that's Acevedo.
Good for you, man.
Second down and 9. And the Marauders will run a reverse this time, and it's to Kitchen, and he breaks free. Kitchen is going to have a good carry for the Marauders, and it will be 3rd down and about 1. Well, Brennan Kitchen, we need to start matriculating the ball. Give it to me. Uh-oh. And we've got a hurt Trojan back at the 35-yard line, and it looks like he is not feeling too good, JB.
We're going to see if we can catch a number. First number seems to be a 5, but we won't guess on numbers.
Let's take a quick timeout here for the injury timeout. It is 7-0 Paradise Valley with 6:10 left to go in the opening half. Timeout on the field. Let's take a break. We'll be back at Mingus High School after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Mingus High School, the injured player on the field, we still don't have a number, so we're not going to speculate as to whom it is. But apparently, it seems like they're working his legs as if he has a cramp, which would be great news.
Fantastic. Much better than an ACL,
up.
And he's starting to sit up 57.
Yep.
Number 57 out there for Paradise Valley is Chris Picklesmear. There we go. A junior, 5'10", and 215-pound defensive lineman, or possibly a linebacker.
Picklesmear.
Picklesmear.
Picklesimmer.
There we go. That'll work. Anyways, he is up either way.
What a great name. I hope this kid comes back in and makes a play, because I want to say Picklesmear. What a great name. And he is up, and he's running off the field. Our fans at home that are watching our broadcast on television, you can see he ran out the field. I really believe it was just cramps there, JB.
Well, unfortunately, it stopped Mingus's momentum a little bit after Kitchen just gained to 18 yards to put our first third down and short of the game.
Now, if we were at Sunny Slope, they'd be running to KFC to get some salt packages.
I remember that.
Third down and 1 for the Marauders. Can they get their first down with their offense? Handoff up the middle. Hanks has got it. He's across midfield. All right. Down to the 48-yard line. The Marauders have their first down and are on their opponent's side of the field for the first time tonight. Still plenty of time, 6 minutes left to go here in the opening half. Marauders only down 7-0.
Well, Hanks came into today with 20 carries, 87 yards on the season. Navarre's right behind him, 12 carries with 82 yards.
Tanner Karen returns to the ball game for the Marauders. He's going to work over into the slot on the left-hand side. Wing back on the right, wing back on the left. One back in the formation, 3 yards off the line of scrimmage. They're going to hand off to Kitchen. Kitchen through the left-hand side. He was the wing back on the right side, and he came in motion. They gave it to him, and he goes left for a gain of 1, 2, 3 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Holy cow, did you see the right turn he took? Man, that guy knows his angles. That was a definite straight right angle. 90-degree turn.
Somewhere Mr. Mai is sitting down there going, oh, those boys in the angles. You gotta love that stuff. 2nd down and 7 now for the Marauders. And Navarez has been under center here these last couple possessions. They're going to pitch it to the right side to Helsel, who's in trouble in the backfield. Hog-tied and rammed to the ground. Way back, they're going to say keep the clock running, even though he landed out of bounds. They're going to mark him out. Woo, way back at the 49. It's a loss of 6, yeah. Bummer. 3rd down and long now for the Marauders, 3rd and 12.
Well, he was looking for the cutback lane and didn't quite find one or overran it, which might have been the case.
I think it was number 1 that caught him out there, Jordan Brown. Pretty good player.
And fast.
Yes. 3rd down and 12 now for the Marauders out near midfield. They're just across the 50-yard line. Navarre's turned to hand it off, and there's nobody there, and he tucked it to run. He's going to lose about a yard. Back to the Marauder side of the 50-yard line. Well, Marauders got their first down in the game.
They did. And then turned around and lost some yardage. They got 30 yards in the game so far. And this will be working their 4th punt of the game.
Makes you wonder. With 4:06 and clicking away here, it'll be under 4 by the time they punt it away. Would you fake it?
No.
Chill. We'll punt it high and deep. And it will bounce inbounds and then out of bounds. There will be no return, and it's right at the 11. No, he's going to put it at the 12. Right at the 12-yard line. And, well, they got him backed up. So they got a long way to go with 3:52. Not that they aren't used to having a long way to go and able to do it quickly, but the Marauders' defense has been playing very well here tonight, and they've got them backed up at the 12-yard line. I think Mingus would like to try to get that ball back here before the end of the half with 3 timeouts to work with.
Well, more importantly than even getting the ball back is just making sure that they do not score.
Or a turnover.
A turnover would be phenomenal. But even if you go into the locker room down 7-0 to Paradise Valley, we're happy, they're upset.
Yep. And I think if we get a turnover, Jesse should shoot off the cannon. Look at the throw over the middle. They got a man all the way out across the 25 and finally wrestled down that time is Zach Kompenstein. He's been the main guy here tonight all the way out to the 27. So it's a gain of, what was that, JB? 15 yards.
Yep. He's got quite a few catches so far in the first half. That's his 4th.
Here's the snap. And the quarterback looked to hand it off. Now he's going to keep it and run. Goes left. Breaking him down was Herb Tiffany. And then Brennan Kitchen comes in to make sure of the tackle. And it looked like it may have been a broken play. He may have just been fooling us like he's trying to hand off to that guy. And a designed run to the left. Nonetheless, he got about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5. Quarterback Bridge Gadd takes a snap, throws left on a screen, and they'll get a couple, but not much. Again, Jacob Brown with another reception.
Well, great job. Micah Navarro's out there playing defense now for the Mingus Marauders. Came up and put a shoulder in him to keep that to a short game.
Yeah, out there at the right cornerback for the Marauders. Tanner Caron's the left cornerback. Well, the Marauders are starting to just put their athletes out on the field. You got Marshall Schill at the left defensive end. Here's the snap, and the quarterback pump fakes. Now he throws down the left-hand side. He's got him in. Oh, boy. It went over his head and was nearly intercepted by Tiffany, but it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down. Now, here you go, JB.
Yep.
It's 4th and 4 from their own 33-yard line. You mentioned that the quarterback is also the punter, which didn't work out for us well against Snowflake. But might they punt here for the first time tonight?
Well, they may very possibly. He doesn't punt well. He only averages like 26 yards a punt.
I was going to say, I asked the coach for kickers and punters, and he gave me 3 kickers and no punters.
That looks like more of a punt formation.
That looks like a punt for sure. And they will punt it away. High and deep. Wait, got a lot more than 20 on that one.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But it's out of bounds. And they're going to say right where it lands out of bounds at the Marauder 27-yard line. So 2:40 and 3 timeouts to work with here for the Marauders. Get the ball down the field a little bit and let's see JJ's big leg maybe. I mean, something.
Something, absolutely. Well, the Mingus Marauders have got to figure out how to get some points on the board, but most importantly, they stopped this squad. And what's interesting, we 4 minutes left, and they got the ball back, and their hurry-up offense only took 1:20 off the clock.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with the hurry-up offense. Doesn't eat up clock. 1st down and 10, Mingus. Looking to get something going here. And Navarez will hand off to Broyles in the backfield. Broyles hits the hole hard to the 35 to the 40. Broyles down the right side onto the 50 to the 40-yard line being chased, and they got an angle, and they'll push him out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. That's Wise at the 25-yard line. A huge carry for Anthony Broyles, and he's fired up over on the sideline, giving a chest bump and a head bump to Zach Simmons over. Oh, Zach Simmons. We've got to talk about his brother, Luke Simmons. Remember, fans are quarterback here the last couple of years.
Yeah. In fact, he just made the 90-man roster yesterday at NAU. He's stoked.
Congratulations. That's awesome for that young man. 1st down and 10, Mingus. Nearing the red zone. Handoff up the middle. It's Hanks, and he's got a huge hole. Hanks still on his feet. He's got a 1st down. Well, the Marauders haven't been able to move the ball the whole first half. 2 plays. They ram it down the field for, how long was Broyles' run? They've got
47
about
yards.
60 yards here on 2 runs.
47 yards for Broyles, another 14 there for Dakota Hanks.
Hey, 61. That's pretty close. 2:20 left to go here in the opening half. The Marauders looking to get on the board. They're working in the red zone at the 12-yard line. Well, they're actually at the 13. And Navarre set under center. He's got a wing on the right. They're going to hand off to Broyles again through the right side. Broyles lowers the shoulder inside the 10. He's brought down around the 8-yard line. It might be the 9. Nonetheless, a gain of about 4, maybe 5. And the Marauders are inching ever closer to that end zone. It's 2nd down and 6 now on the board.
Well, Mingus, once again, you made mention 3 timeouts and just under 2 minutes left to go. And you start to wonder whether or not, obviously you want to put the ball in, but do you want to manage the clock?
Well, you want to run the clock out as much as possible, I think.
I love that line shot there on Channel 2, right down the offensive line.
Here's a snap, and up the middle, it's Hanks. Hanks inside
Inside the 5?
About the 5. No, he isn't inside the 5. He's to about the 5, which will be short of a first down. They need to get down around the 3 for a first, which would be nice. You like to get a first down inside the 3, right?
Yes.
Then you certainly run the clock.
No kidding.
Call your timeouts when you want to call them. Third down. And about 3 here, maybe a long 2 for the Marauders. They're just outside the 5. They need to get to the 3. Here's a snap, and it's going to be Navarez on the keeper to the end zone. Touchdown! Navarez fakes the handoff to Hanks up the middle, and then follows Broyles, who is running like a bull out there, into the end zone untouched. And the Marauders are an extra point away from tying this game with 1 minute left to go in the opening half. Here are fans at home. You can watch the replay. Here comes Navarez to the right behind number 1, Anthony Broyles, untouched into the end zone. Dakota Hanks got smashed, but that was his job. Here's the extra point. It's blocked. Oh, no. The extra point's blocked by Jordan Brown, and the Marauders will not tie the game. Instead, they will trail by 1 with 1 minute left to go here in the opening half. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with the Marauder kickoff after this.
In the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders 1 point away from tying this thing up. Jacobo to kick off. Maybe he's had a little extra mustard now that he had his extra point blocked. Maybe he's going to try to boom this as a weapon for the Marauders. If he can kick it into the end zone, not let him get a return, and he does. Jacobo, that's a way to be a man out there, youngster. He kicks it about halfway through the end zone, and Paradise Valley will have to start from their 20-yard line. At this point, with a minute left, you want them to have to go as far as possible, and kicking it in the end zone and making them start at the 20 is about as good as you can ask for.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're running their kickoff return game is, well, rather dangerous. So better we take it this way and put our defense, who has been stellar, on the field and ask them to rise to the occasion yet one more time.
Of course, I'm a big fan of catching it at the 1, fumbling at the 2, us jumping on it and going in the locker room with the lead.
And I believe
it's hard to kick it right to the 1.
I know, and to get it to stay there. I think Paradise Valley still has their 3 timeouts.
They do, for sure. And the quarterback drops back, pump fakes to the right. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, pump fakes to the left. And now he's going to run, and wisely runs out of bounds for no gain. Right at the 20-yard line. And that is no gain on the play. But it does stop the clock. Only 8 seconds tick away. 52 seconds left to go. If they do that again, want to see the Marauders call timeout?
Yeah, no kidding.
Call them on your D. Especially when you see Broyles running down the field for 65 yards. And, you might have a chance. Second down. Here's the snap. And Bridgegad looking across the middle. He's got him, man. That is his main weapon here today. And he's still on his feet trying to break. He's breaking tackles. And he's still going. Man, there's like 6 Marauders trying to bring this guy down. Zach Kompenstein, 6'1", 195 junior. Maybe this kid's got some potential.
He does, although I think that was pretty silly and dangerous to stay on his feet. Mingus was ball hawking. I'm not taking you down. I'm just going to hold you up.
And the clock kept running. Now looking to throw to the left-hand side. He's got a man and breaking a tackle. No, catching him. Looked like he's going to break a tackle, but somehow Navarez was able to hold on, and Tiffany and Kitchen came to clean it up. The clock will stop while they set the sticks, but that's about it. Oh, no, we've got an injured player. Another injury for Paradise Valley. I'm trying to see, JB, is that 5'4" or 6'4"? It's something 4.
That should take one of their timeouts.
I believe it's 6'4", Sam Miles. It is. That's laying there on the field. That's their starting left guard. So we saw their right guard go out, and now their left guard go out. Oh, 52's back, so the right guard is back. That's Devon Acevedo. And the clock will stop with the injury timeout. And it looks like he's getting up. I wonder Oh, no, this one looks like it could have been a cramp again. These guys maybe coming up here to the high elevation or something. I mean, I don't get it.
Maybe they're not used to the no-huddle offense.
Yeah. Maybe they're running themselves out. They're wearing themselves out.
Coach, when did we install this?
Yeah, I'm tired over here. All right, well, now they'll run the clock. Maybe. As soon as he gets off the field, there we go, and that's the roll of the clock. And Trojans are already at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Gadd looking to throw down the middle. He's got his man again. It's number 4, Kompenstein, with a huge catch down to the Marauder, 31. The clock will stop while they set the sticks.
Another 17 yards out there for Kompenstein. Man, he is consistent between 14 and 17 yards a carry or catch.
25 seconds left to go, 7-6. Paradise Valley with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Marauder 31. They lead by 1 and call a timeout. With that, let's take a break. We'll be back to Mingus High School for the final 25 clicks after this.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
First down and 10. Trojans at the Marauder 31. Here's the snap. Oh, and in trouble. Now he's going to throw as they let him go jailbreak, and he'll throw right over the top. Our first flag of the game is coming in. And a fumble on the play. No, they're going to say he was down before he fumbled. But we do have a flag that is probably going to be a hold or a push in the back.
That's a hold.
Holding, yeah.
I saw it clear as day. One of the receivers missed his block, so he went ahead to hold back, and Mingus was definitely going to knock that ball down right at the just past the line of scrimmage.
Well, no, the flag is actually at the 27, and that's where they're marking it from. So they'll move it back to the 37. Line of scrimmage was a 31, so it'll be a 6-yard penalty. But, hey, 6 yards is huge right now with 17 seconds left. Keep these guys as far away from the end zone as we can.
No, I agree. But I say he was going to get back to the line of scrimmage because he was one of the linebackers that got held, and he had a beat on the ball while it was in the air.
Well, the Marauders line came flying through, and it was like, wow, look at that. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, they were supposed to do that. That's
right.
The jailbreak. And then when you turn around, there's the offensive line waiting for you.
I could see Hockman's eyes from up here.
Yeah, right?
He had those big old gerbil eyes.
Timeout on the field. Let's take a break. 7-6. Paradise Valley with the ball. We'll be back after this.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell: Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back at Mingus High School, 17 seconds left to go in the opening half. The Paradise Valley Trojans lead the Mingus Marauders 7-6. The Trojans have the ball. First down and about 16 from the Marauder 37. Here's the snap. And under pressure again, but throws it down the middle. He's got a man. Catch is made. Marauders will catch him. And it will stop the clock momentarily while they set the ball. The catch was made by Brendan Best, who was the player that caught the jailbreak screen pass that was nullified by the holding penalty. He's got it this time in a big gain down to the Marauder 13.
25 yards, and he just scampered free, found the soft spot in the Mingus Marauder defense.
Paradise Valley will call their 3rd timeout because they don't want that clock to start running as soon as they set the sticks, which is right now. And with that timeout, let's take a break. 12 seconds left in the half. Marauders down 1.
It's time for the year year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Woo! Back at Mingus. 12 seconds left to go in the opening half. It is first down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Looks like where they've marked it. Now we got flags flying and Marauders clapping. That's good news. And it looks like it's going to go against Paradise Valley. It may have had a man move before the snap that time, and it is an illegal motion. And that'll back them up 5 yards. That's great news for Mingus. 12 seconds left. You want them to have to go as far as possible. However, the way this kid throws the ball, it's not like they're out of straight range here.
That is so frustrating as a coach.
You're right. Call timeout.
Yeah, call timeout and come out and forget the count.
Right.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah, no, it was on 2, dude. Matter of fact, why don't you come stand over here by me?
You're right.
Here's the snap. And Bridge Gadd looking to throw it. It's picked off by the Marauders. And it's Navarez coming down the right side of the field. Navarez is going to be knocked out of bounds. No, he fumbles with 1 second. Gotta love the home clock on the board. And the Marauders will have one play to try to take the lead. Hey, you gotta love that home clock, baby. We got 1 second left, JB, and I think we should just go deep.
Yeah, you think so? First interception here tonight by the young sophomore from Paradise Valley. His third interception on the year, and it ends the drive. Mingus stands again.
And the Marauder quarterback is the one that picked it off.
Gotta love it.
Quarter and corner back. All right, first down and 64 for the Marauders. Here's the snap, and they'll hand off up the middle. And it's going to be Collins. No, it's Hanks. Hanks is running down the middle of the field, and now he's finally going to be caught. What a gain to the 45-yard line of Paradise Valley. So a big run for Hanks will pad his stats a little bit, but the Marauders don't get to the end zone. Doesn't matter. The Marauders don't care if they got to the end zone. They kept Paradise Valley out of the end zone. Micah Navarez a big INT to end the opening half. The Marauders only down 1, 7-6. Paradise Valley averages, 57-8 points a game. They've got 7 in the first 24 minutes of play here at Mingus. This Marauder defense is stepping up big tonight. We'll be back to Mingus High School for the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report. We'll be back after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet Hyundai of Cottonwood and the Green Auto Group,
we're better!
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
don't talk to strangers.
You can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Larry Green Chevrolet. They're better, and they'll prove it. In just a moment, we'll have a recap of the first half, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. Now, let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Mingus at halftime, the Marauders down a point. It's 7-6. Paradise Valley with the lead. The Marauders will have the ball to start the second half. They went in the locker room with Big Mo on their shoulders that time, JB. That's something you were talking about. They need to get some momentum going. They got the touchdown, and then they got the interception around the goal line. It was inside the 5, it seemed. And they go in the locker room feeling pretty good about themselves, only down 1 point, and only giving up 7 points in the first half to a team that averages about 58 a game.
Oh, no kidding. Mingus has got to be very proud of themselves. The defense has definitely stood up for the Mingus Marauders. This is what Mingus Marauder football is all about. This is what Mingus Marauder fans remember on a special Thursday night version of Mingus Marauder football. In fact, as you made mention, averaging 57.5 points per game are the Paradise Valley Trojans coming in. Mingus has only scored 35 in their first 2 games. However, they're leaving it out on the field here tonight, and defensively they have stepped up.
You know, the Marauders have made some adjustments, JB, from the first 2 games. We saw Levi Collins running the ball last week. He looked good, had a huge touchdown run, 54 yards, I believe it was.
Yep.
We've seen him running the ball again tonight. Anthony Broyles was carrying the ball tonight. Anthony Broyles gets the ball and looks like a bull running with it. I mean, he looks like you don't want to try to tackle him. He's going to hurt you.
Right.
He looks strong.
Yeah, no, you got size plus speed coming at you. That creates momentum and bruises. It does indeed. He picked up 57 yards, putting Mingus in their best position for their only score of the game. In fact, the visiting Paradise Valley Trojans here at the Larry Green Halftime Report do score first. It ends up being a 1-yard dive by Bailey Thompson, although they ran the ball and threw the ball all the way down the field, put up a lot of yardage here in the first half. That's the only time they found pay dirt, and the extra point out there by Moon was good, and they led 7-0, and it looked like Mingus was going to potentially settle for the possibility of going in at halftime down 7-0, thinking, okay, you know what, this isn't bad.
Good. That would still be good.
That would be fantastic, but a 47-yard breakaway by Broyles sets up Mingus for their first touchdown of the game, and it came with 1 minute left to go in the first half, and worked out to be Navarez holding it himself 6 yards out. Great blocking scheme down there. Phenomenal blocks by the Mingus Marauders.
Yep.
He could have gone 58 yards.
Who was that on the outside? Oh, that might have been Zach Simmons on the outside that made that block, and then Broyles led him into the end zone.
And Broyles barely touched anybody getting into the end zone.
Yeah, right.
They did a phenomenal job of just sealing off that edge, keeping all the white jerseys in the fishbowl, so to speak, and Mingus gets on the board. However, the extra point was blocked by Brown, and that makes the difference in our game.
Yeah.
Jacobo gets it blocked.
We hope that doesn't make the difference in our game.
Oh, I certainly hope not. But Mingus starting to show some momentum here. Final drive, gave the ball back with a minute and put the ball into the end zone. And here come the Trojans driving 80 yards. They make it 75 yards before the pickoff by Micah Navarez, the first interception of the year for the Mingus Marauders. He brings it back 36 yards, and so far that would be my lead for the pick of the game, the Larry Green Chevrolet pick of the game.
Yeah, we got one.
I know we finally got one. In fact, we're going to try to get Travis in so he can tell me what this week's pick of the game is, but we could show you last week's pick of the game, which was that Equinox, which was a phenomenal deal, and it was the Camaro the first week, and we didn't get to use them.
There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Equinox.
This was last week's pick of the week. 2011 Chevy Equinox LS, $19,112, 44,000 miles. Larry Green Chevrolet, they're better, and they'll prove it.
No doubt about it. All right, fans, let's take a quick break here during our Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report. And we'll be back with some statistics from the first half of today's ball game. At the half, it's 7-6. Paradise Valley with the lead. The Marauders have the ball to start the second half, and they've got Big Mo on their shoulders. We'll be back after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Mingus for the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report. The Marauders only down a point, 7-6. And the surprising thing there, maybe not surprising, but the thing that the Marauders are proud about right now is that they've held a team that averages 58 points a game to 7 in the first half. Pretty good job here by the Mingus Marauders defense tonight, JB.
They have done an awesome job. Here's what they've the opposing team, the Trojans from Paradise Valley, has done in the first 2 games. 323 rushing yards, 620 passing yards. That's not a season. That's not last season. That's the first 2 games. 943 yards of total offense from the line of scrimmage in 2 games. Holy cow. Yep. We're talking 471.5 yards of offense per game and 115 points stacked up. Bridge Gadd is 47-65, 620 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions coming into tonight's game. And Mingus has just kept him out of payday. Their only touchdown has been a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, right. He had 4 passing touchdowns last week, and he's really, statistically, like we were talking about during the break, he's right where he was last week. We were going, man, look at this kid threw for 435 yards and 4 touchdowns. Well, he's got the 200 yards, so he's almost at 400. It's a touchdown. So Marauders have been stingy when they get deep on their own side of the field. Paradise Valley's been on the Marauders side of the field every drive, except for maybe that one where they punted from their 35. But every other time, they've been on the Marauders side of the field, and they've even been deep. The Marauders just won't break when they get there.
I know. Bridge Gadd here, a sophomore, by the way, sophomore. Yeah. So we got to deal with this kid for 2 more years.
Next year at least.
15 for 20, unless he goes pro. 200 yards and 1 and 1 interception in the first half out here. Kompenstein ends up 5 receptions and 73 yards here in the first half, and on the ground the only touchdown coming from Bailey Thompson, 14 carries, 58 yards, and the only touchdown for the visiting Trojans. Now, on the opposite side of the ball, the Mingus Marauders have been doing moving the ball basically on breakaways. It took 4 possessions before they got a first down other than the one they got on penalties. Hanks ends up with 7 carries, 47 yards here in the first half.
Not bad.
Broyles, 3 carries, 51 yards.
Very good.
And Navarre is the only touchdown of the game on a 6-yard run.
Yep.
And following a great job leading blockers out there were Broyles. I thought Simmons was out there, probably Kitchen as well. But the touchdown for the Mingus Marauders, the difference, the extra point, the kicking game.
Yeah, Brown got it.
Mingus has 125 yards of total offense here in the first half. The visiting Trojans 289. So yard for yards, I would say Mingus is more efficient yards per point.
Yes,
right?
Very much so.
Okay.
Now that means we don't have to get as many yards in the second half. We can still win.
Right, exactly. I'm thinking 265 yards for the whole game, and we can win.
Yeah, a couple touchdowns, and right in this thing.
However, Mingus is looking at the likelihood, if they do score again, of having to go for the 2-point conversion.
Well, obviously, yes. I think they should.
Or a field goal at that point. Jacobo definitely has the leg. Hasn't shown the accuracy so far, but definitely has the leg.
Now, we saw him attempt one last week.
Yes.
Down at Cactus, which fans, for 22 years, I don't think I maybe won. I don't think I've ever gotten a field goal right. But it looked good.
Right.
I mean, he missed it. It must have been to the right, I think, but it looked pretty good. It had plenty of distance.
And the part of the problem too is it had plenty of height.
Yes.
It was almost 60 yards in the air, which makes it a little difficult to judge.
And that's the other thing we talked about on the way home last week. Now you go to Paradise Valley and their uprights on their field goal posts are about 10 feet tall. I mean, that's the shortest uprights I think I've ever seen.
Right.
So a high kick like that does make it a little more difficult. They look at each other, I don't know,
good.
Right.
They probably made that deal beforehand.
Yeah, right. We can't tell.
Right.
It's all good. We both look at each other and do this.
Right.
All right, fans, let's take a quick break here. It's 7-6, Paradise Valley at the half. The Marauders have the ball, and we come back to the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report. We'll be back to the Cave at Mingus High School after this.
For almost half a century, Verde Valley Guidance Clinic has helped people seeking recovery from mental illness and substance use disorders. Now is the dawn of a new day in healthcare. With the addition of Valley Medical Center and Verde Valley Connections Primary Care, we now offer a balanced approach to healthcare. Our pediatricians, physicians, and nurse practitioners are available to assist children and adults of all ages to get well and stay healthy. New patients are welcome. As the oldest community behavioral health clinic in northern Arizona, the professionals at Verde Valley Guidance Clinic have helped thousands of families and individuals reach their recovery goals. Our 2 primary care offices are located in Cottonwood, with behavioral health facilities in Cottonwood, Camp Verde, and Sedona. Our clinics now accept Access, Medicare, and private insurance. Verde Valley Guidance Clinic. We provide quality health care for both your body and your mind.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
This has been the Larry Green Chevrolet Halftime Report. Keep it tuned here for the Mingus Marauder Larry Green Pick of the Week. Snag the snacks and the beverages quick, because half number 2 is getting ready to start. We'll meet you back on the air. Exciting Mingus Marauder football on Verde Valley TV will return right after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet Hyundai of Cottonwood and the Green Auto Group,
we're better!
Marauders and the Trojans are out on the field getting ready to start the second half of play with Mingus down 1 point. Mingus will have the ball as the Trojans are getting ready to kick off. And, JB, we have an early entry here so far for our pick of the week.
Well, the only entry. I hope it's not the only entry. It's kind of like, right, running for class president by yourself, you know. But
hey, that's the way I roll.
Here's our pick of the week. Navarez, the quarterback for the Mingus Marauders, turns around, plays defensive back, and a hurried throw out there. Boy. Navarez cuts it off and brings it back the other way, 36 yards. Thought for a moment with that lead blockers out there for the Marauders that maybe had a chance, but not quite. Mingus gets one more play off, and that so far is the only contender for the Larry Green Chevrolet pick of the week at 2011 Equinox. $19,000, 44,000 miles. They're better. They'll prove it.
Broken in.
I know.
That's when you want to get them.
Right. No kidding. It still has the new car smell.
Still got like 250,000 miles left to go.
Right. Right, and if it was my vehicle, it'd still have the original oil.
Right. Tires.
Hey, by the way, I saw a great sign out there at Rice Accounting, Jackson Hewitt, another long-time 20-year sponsor for our Mingus Marauders. I love it. You've of course have heard the chain is only as strong as the weakest link, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The mind is only as good as the weakest think.
I like the one that says, when they pass out cookies, take one. I'm simple.
You know, I love his signs.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times I go down, 89A just to see his signs.
Yeah. Lewis Rice, a great guy.
Oh, yeah, and he's down there cooking the Marauder burgers.
Cooking the Marauder burgers.
How long has he been doing that?
Yet.
Yeah, what is up with this?
I don't know. We're going to have to start talking to these guys.
All right. Okay. Anybody at the grill, please pick up a white page info.
Yeah. We know they're listening. All right, well, here we go, fans. The Marauders down a point. They're about to get the ball as the kicker is out on the field. Malad Rafi is set to kick this thing away. This is kind of a weird kicking situation, these Paradise Valley Trojans. They have a kickoff guy, they have a field goal guy, and they have an extra point guy. They've got 3 different kickers for all 3 different kicks.
Got to get everybody in for your 8 plays.
Well, I guess. Here's the kick, and it is caught outside of the end zone, which means he can return it, even though he stepped back into the end zone, and he's got room to run. A good return for the Marauders trying to get outside. It's Rios, and he gets out to the 30-yard line. Now, he caught the ball at about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line, and his momentum carried him back into the end zone, which means you're allowed to bring it back out if you actually caught it outside and then went in.
Well, that was a great call by the referees out there to give him that option, and we've seen a lot of referees call that one back just because you stepped in.
Now, you saw him slip there, JB.
Yep.
If he catches it outside of the end zone and goes back in the end zone and slips onto a knee, is that a touchback? Is that a safety?
Could be.
Could be a safety.
Yep, we've seen that. In fact, that happened the first week of the NFL.
Here's a snap and go on to the right side. It's Navarez on the keeper. He faked the handoff up the middle to either Hanks or Collins. I'd imagine Hanks to start the half, and kept it himself. Went and tried the right side of the Marauder offensive line, the left side of the defense, and he got about 3 yards to the 34. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7.
Well, Mingus didn't have an awful lot of rushing yards here throwing yards. In fact, had 0 throwing yards in the first half. All 125 yards was on the ground for the Marauders.
That doesn't seem right. And here's Broyles with the ball again. Broyles pushing defenders out. Get out of my way. And he's got about 3 yards out to the 48-yard line. Or, I'm sorry, the 38. 48 would be good. But at the 38 right now, where it is going to be 3rd down and 3. So 4 yards for Broyles that time. He runs hard, Jackie.
He does. Well, he hasn't had many opportunities during the course of the season so far. So sometimes the special things you just don't take for granted, right?
That's true. Hey, there's Heather Calandra down the sideline, JB. Want to mention that, one of the Marauder. Here's a good run, and across midfield, another. Marauders, they found something here. They're running with stronger backs. That time it was Kitchen. He's all the way across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. And our fans at home, here's a replay for you. You can watch it. Kitchen coming from that right corner position. Another hard right angle, and just right up the field. Then once the defense gets there, just keep chugging away for everything he can.
Well, he picks up another 17 yards for the Marauders, and that makes it, that could be his best run from the line of scrimmage. Not quite.
1st down and 10, and Navarre's the throw over the middle. He's got Kitchen, and it was a little high. He got a hand on it. It looked like he might have been getting tugged on a little bit from behind there. Got a hand on it, was unable to bring it in. Brings up 2nd down and 10. And again, the Marauders still looking for passing yards.
Yep. Having completed a pass so far, Navarez, that's his first attempt here in the second half. But for the game, he is 0 for 4. Been sacked once. That was a 9-yard loss.
Yeah, that's not good. 2nd down and 10. Let's see if he can pick them up here. Marauders all bunched together at the line of scrimmage. Nobody wide, and they're going to hand it off right up the middle. And I believe it's Hanks, and he's going to have maybe a yard, and he's not going to go down. But his momentum and his progress was stopped a yard downfield. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now for the Marauders at the Paradise Valley 46.
Hanks, if you weren't here for the Larry Green halftime show, had 7 carries, 47 yards in the first half. That's his first carry in the second half.
So, possible passing situation for Mingus, we've learned, on 3rd and 9 from their opponent's 46. It's also possible 4-down territory. And the Marauders are going to run a reverse to the outside. It's Kitchen. Kitchen's got a first down, and it'll be caught as he hits the sideline and run out of bounds at the 34-yard line of the Trojans. Navarez in the backfield talking with the referee. He may have saw something out there he didn't like.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what I saw, but what I saw was Kitchen change directions to the outside. He was supposed to cut that thing inside, and it wasn't there. And he was able to just get that thing back to the outside.
First down and
What'd you
10.
see?
Yeah, right. I'm not sure what I saw. I heard it, though. It was a big first down run. Here's the handoff going to Broyles to the right side. Broyles hit at the line, but he takes the defender and throws him on his back for an extra yard or two. That's the run that we haven't seen from Mingus in the first 2 games. The Anthony Broyles, get to the line, the guy hits me, well, I'm going to run you over for 2 more yards.
Well, he's that kind of a football player to start with. That's why he's a linebacker.
You know, and I remember last year, before he got injured, the first time he ran the ball, we were like, whoo, look at that guy.
Yep.
2nd down and 7. Here's a snap, and flags come flying. Dakota Hanks has the carry. He's down to the 30. Would be a gain of 2. But the linesman threw a flag, and he's going to come talk things over. Illegal shift on Mingus. That'll back him up 5.
That'll be the first penalty against Mingus in this contest.
How about that? There's actually 2 flags out there. They must have both seen the same thing. Runners did have players shifting all over the place. Kind of that old wing T deception kind of, he's going there, where's the ball? I don't know, there he goes.
Right. That's called misdirection.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's our referee tonight.
And it looks like he went over to the far sideline to, I don't know, give an explanation or?
Donning the white cap.
Actually, that's only the 4th flag here in this game. 3 against the visiting Trojans, first one against the Mingus Marauders here tonight.
They haven't done anything yet. The officials are all huddled up out there by the line of scrimmage. They're talking things over. Now they're going over to the other end of the field to talk things over.
They're going to decline it.
With Coach Yantis. They're going to decline it.
Yeah.
Was that 3rd down?
No, that was second, but that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Mingus is going to go for it on 4th down here, even if they don't get it. At the 32-yard line, you don't punt from there. And here we go. So the Marauders do not have their first penalty of the game.
No, they do not. But Dakota Hanks gets the carry, which went for no yards.
And Navarez looking to throw. He throws to Kitchen on the left-hand side. Kitchen trying to make a guy miss. He does. Kitchen on the loose. To the 20 to the 15. A big run for Brennan Kitchen. He picks up the first down inside the 15-yard line. It looks like they're going to mark him right at the 14. First down and 10. Mingus, our fans at home, here's the replay. You'll see Kitchen come out from that right wing back, and then just sit out there in the flat on the left-hand side. The screen pass. 1 man to beat. Beats him. 2 guys to beat. Beats him. 3rd guy to beat. Beats him. I guess that's the 4th guy. And he beats him until he's finally tackled down at the 14-yard line. From the near hash mark, Marauders down a point. Hanks in the backfield. Kitchen on the right. Now in motion is Broyles. And they're going to give it to Hanks. Hanks to the right side of the line and being pushed forward for a yard or 2. He's going to have about 2 yards. Looks like they may mark him all the way down the 11, which would be 3. Another strong run.
Yep, and this would be great if Mingus could pick up a first down again inside the 5.
Hey, who's on that right side of the Marauder line? Those guys are getting the job done tonight. We're going to have to look at them when they get down there. It's Isaiah Baker, of course it is, along with Cordell McKeever. Well, those are two guys that you would want on your side when you're walking down a dark alley, JB. Those are two guys that will just smack you in the face, and that's what they're doing right now to this defensive line of Paradise Valley. Here comes another run up the middle, and not much that time. Now, well, they might mark him to the 10. It's a gain of about 2. And now it's third down for Mingus, Jackie. Should they not make any more yardage from this point, would you think that head coach Bob Young would go for the lead?
Well, interesting. You would start to think so, especially since they've kept the ball between the hash marks. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Yeah, right. Well, definitely on this play if that's what they're thinking. Or they might try to take it to the right so that Jacobo, whatever side he feels more comfortable with. 7:10 left in the third quarter, 7-6. Paradise Valley with the lead. Marauders trying to get it back. Looking to the right, thrown to the end zone, and it is intercepted in the end zone. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver and picked off by Jordan Brown in the end zone. A pass was high, and the Marauder receiver, who I believe may have been Felix Vera, the tight end, jumped high to get it, tipped it up in the air, and Jordan Brown comes up with the big INT to give the ball back to Paradise Valley. Oh, boy, the Marauders had a chance to take the lead there, and they give it up on the turnover.
It might have been actually tipped by one of the defenders. It was.
Yep, absolutely.
The tip drill works. What was that, 24 making the tip out there?
Yep, Marauders never got a hand on it.
And that would, number 24 would be Jesse Jackson.
It's starting safety. And here we go. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback working from the shotgun. First possession of the second half here for Paradise Valley, and they've got a big run out to the 31-yard line. Jackie, the Marauders took over 5 minutes off the clock on their opening drive and came up a little bit short. Run that time by Max Van Kampen, and right back to the line of scrimmage are the Trojans. Gain of 11, first down and 10. Actually, they got it 12 out to the 32. And look at the throw. Left side has a man. Hit as he makes the reception. And now finally the Marauders swarm to the ball. And Brendan Bess has a catch, but not much after the catch. And brings up 2nd and 4.
It's hard to believe this team is working this quickly. They are just all over the place.
Here's the snap, and a handoff coming to Thompson. He's got a huge hole. It's Van Kampen again, and then he's smashed at the 48-yard line. Big hit by Tanner Karen. Comes in and just upends him. That's a D-cleater right there, but a big run for a first down out to the 49. And back to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Here's the snap, and it's going to be Bridge Gadd looking to throw. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, still looking to throw. A jump pass is caught for a first down. Still on his feet, and the Marauders will catch him. He's not going to get away. Jacob Brown with the reception and a first down to the Marauder 39.
Man, they are working so quick, it's hard to keep the stats with them.
Yeah, no doubt. Might take a break here. You guys getting thirsty? First down and 10. Here's the snap. And the quarterback will hand off up the middle. It's Van Kampen. Here comes a flag in from the referee, and that most likely is going to be holding. Oh, I don't remember Max Van Kampen running the ball at all in the first half, JB, but the junior 6'1", 185 has got 3 carries in a row here.
Yeah, he's only got 1 carry on the season for 3 yards. So
makes you wonder what happened to some of these other guys who were running in the first half.
Coach might just be frustrated.
Bailey Thompson was running pretty well.
Yeah, he was running real well as far as I could tell, but Coach might just be frustrated.
Yeah,
trying something different out there.
Right, they've got 7 points, and we're halfway through the third quarter. And that flag is actually behind the line of scrimmage, and the play was actually behind the line of scrimmage. And let's see if they back them up from the 41 instead of the 39. They do. All the way back to the 49 of Paradise Valley. So that was a hold that happened 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it cost them 12 yards.
Penalty against the Trojans.
38 penalty yards against the Trojans here.
Yeah, Marauders with none. First down, however, but it's 1st and 22. Now the referee's stepping in there. Oh, not the referee. Now the referee's winding the clock. It's the umpire that stepped in there. And from the gun, Bridge Gadd going up top, down the left-hand side, and it is out of bounds. Looking for Brown again. The defensive coverage there by, it looks like Navarez for the Marauders, and it falls incomplete and brings up now 3rd down and about 22.
Great job by the Marauders, keeping it in the middle of the field.
2nd down and 22 from their own 49-yard line. And now the officials set the play into motion here, and Bridge Gads is going to hand off and hit in the backfield and smash that time. It's Levi Collins that comes running in there, just hammers Van Kempen for a big loss. Not a big one, but about 2 or 3 yards. And fans watch this one at home. Here he comes flying in there. Whammo, number 34 coming from that linebacker position on the left-hand side and just smashes Van Kempen that time. Brings up now 3rd down and about 25. Here's the snap, and Gads looking to throw across the middle, and it's behind his receiver, and 4th down, and they've got 22 on the board. That sounds good to me. I'm not going to count them, and I would imagine that this is a punting situation for Paradise Valley. We have only seen them punt once in the game. They've gone for it on 4th at least 3. It may even be 4 times.
Yeah, they have gone for it 4 times. Now they're going to do a spread offense. However, the quarterback is a little deeper.
Here's a snap, and it looked like a Marauder may have got a foot on it. There's no flag. Now there's a flag on the play.
Oh.
And that better not be an automatic 1st down. It is 4th down and 22. And the Marauders did he get a hand on the ball? I wonder if we can get a replay on that one.
It sure looked like he did.
Yeah, the way that ball sailed, it didn't look like he hit it real well. And hopefully it's running into. The kid never fell down. It wasn't roughing. It may just be running into. And let's see. I didn't see if he said a personal foul. And the Marauders have the ball at their own 19-yard line.
At the moment.
It's declined because it was running into, it wasn't roughing. So it would have been 5 yards and punted again. And Coach Yantis says, they got it at the 19. That sounds good to me. So
sounds good to me because we have the ball.
Yeah, we got the ball.
Right.
We're only down a point. Last time we had the ball, we went all the way down the field and almost scored a touchdown until we threw an interception in the end zone. But the Marauders have looked much better on their last 2 possessions, JB, than they did the whole first half.
Without a doubt. Mingus started, the first half they had 125 yards altogether. And second half come out with another 43 yards already.
Right. Okay, well, here we go. Still looking for a lead. Down 1, 7-6 with 4:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Navarez with a man in motion, and he'll hand it off to Broyles to the right side. I think this Paradise Valley defense is starting to get a read on Broyles there. He's got a yard maybe. Well, now they're going to mark him across the 21. He got 2.
But that's okay. It's just a different look. You know what I mean? Keep giving different looks out there, and eventually something's going to break.
Karen runs the play and loses his mouthpiece. He's got it back. Splits wide to the left-hand side. The only receiver in the formation. Got a double wingback formation and a fullback behind him, which looks to be Hanks. Linemen get set. Tight end on the right, and they're going to hand off. Coming to the left, and right between the guard and the tackle that time. A good carry and a 1st down. Hanks all the way out to the 30-yard line. He picks up about 8 on the carry, and the Mingus Marauders have the 1st down on the drive.
Well, your man, Chris Picklesheimer, makes the tackle, and you missed it. And you missed it. Hanks gave him a ride for free.
Yeah, well, he's got good tires. There's no doubt about that. 4 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Marauders down 7-6 with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Navarez set under center. 2 wing backs, 1 running back. Receiver split wide right, 1 to the left. No tight end in the set. And Navarez rolls left. Navarez looks down the middle and throws, and it's caught by Mingus at the 42-yard line. It's Jesse Rios with a big catch for the Marauders. They're going to say to 43, give him an extra one. 1st down and 10. Mingus back-to-back 1st downs, and the Marauders are starting to move the ball with their offense. Here for our fans at home. You can see the replay. Navarez rolls. Coming from the top of your screen. You can't see him now, but here he comes. There's Rios reaching up and grabbing the ball with his hands. Youngsters, catch the ball with your hands. Not your body, your hands.
And he threw into traffic. That was a great job by Navarez to thread the needle.
Here's the first down play, and the Marauders are going to run again, and still still blocking that time was Baker. But the play stopped behind him for a gain of 1 and out to the 44-yard line where it's second down and 9.
Don't you hate that? Blocking downfield for, 10 extra seconds. Have no idea the play's over.
Oh, he's down? Well, that whistle a little quicker, huh? Second down and 9. Here come the Marauders, all bunched together here. And the defense is showing 1, 2, 3, 5 down linemen. Here's the snap going to the right-hand side of Broyles. Broyles cuts it back into the middle. I kind of like him going to the sideline on that one, JB. I think he had some room over there. There wasn't even a corner on that side. But he cuts it back up in the middle and lowers his head and is a strong runner, gets a few yards. As a matter of fact, he's got more than a few. 1, 2, he's got about 5 yards on the play. Bringing up third down here for the Marauders in about 5, 6. It looks like 6.
A long 5. We'll go with that. So far in the game, Navarez has only had 2 completions in the game.
Oh, wow, this one's a big one to Rios, who's not in the game right now. 1 receiver on the right, 1 on the left. 2 wing backs, 1 on either side, and the running back, it's Hanks. Here in motion is Kitchen. And rolling out, looking to throw to the left-hand side is Navarez. Navarez now is going to pick it up and run. Navarez slips between 2 defenders and crosses midfield, but he'll be shy of a first down, which makes me wonder what the Marauders will do here on 4th. They're marking right at the 50, it looks like. So it's going to be 4th down and 3 for Mingus at midfield. And this is the type of area where you
could potentially go. Schilt comes in.
Well, I mean, you go back in the back of the playbook. This might be a fake here, too. And we hope it is, because that's fun. But in a close game like this, it might also be kick it away, play defense, get the ball back. And, low snap, picked up by Schilt with no problem in. Wow. He kicked the ball from the left hash mark out of bounds on the right side and only went about 20 feet in the air, and it was just rolling over and over, but effective. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's good field position for the defense.
I got to say this. I mean, sometimes the ugliest kicks, but how much have they had in returns off of punts today?
Nothing.
0.
Out of bounds on all of them.
Exactly. So you take that whole line of their offense off the field.
Yeah, when you got number 1, number 2, number 4, number 6, number 8, I mean, these guys are all explosive.
Yeah, a phenomenal speed. And you look at their run back stats, their kickoff stats are fantastic. 170 yards of kickoff returns so far this year.
2 on the right, and they're going to hand off to the fullback who's hitting the backfield. He almost fumbled, but he picks it up. Now he's still going. Now he's caught again and down. Yeah, Marauder defense coming up with another big play. Mingus has been shutting these guys down here in this second half, JB. Defensive coordinator Neil Dixon, must have saw something to tweak his defense a little bit because they have got this run stuffed up here for Paradise Valley.
Well, they did a fantastic job, and he should have gone down when he first started because he would have been back to the line of scrimmage, but his extra efforts earns him a -2 yards as he spun out, went backward, and got tackled again.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Paradise Valley with the ball. Dropping back, looking to throw. Now he's going to run it himself, and there's room on the right. And he's still got room, and he's got a good block to get him to the sideline where he will be out of bounds and roughed up onto the Marauder bench, and there is no flag on the play. The referee says that's football. Both players had contact before they hit the sideline, and that was just the end result of the 2 players going out of bounds. That, fans, mark it on your calendar, that was a good call by the official.
Well, he did a fantastic job getting out of the middle. Hawkman almost caught him, and then the great pursuit was on, and he did a great job following his block. Brown does a good job. Karen wasn't trying to get him out of bounds.
Pass to the left-hand side, a screen on the left flat, and the catch is made. And now he'll break a tackle, and down the sideline, he'll catch him before he is able to make a real big play out of it. Brendan Best with the catch on the screen pass, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds at the Marauder 38-yard line.
2 plays, and they've made a half a field worth of difference here, Zach.
Right back in it again, huh? Of course, this is where the Marauder defense likes to be, apparently, tonight. 1st and 10 from the Marauder 38. Quarterback in the gun. Looks left, throws left, and he's got a man on the left, and he'll dive forward again. It's number 8, Jacob Brown with the reception. He's going to be real close to a first down. I think it just depends on where they spot this thing. Looks like they're going to spot him just a little bit shy to the 29-yard line. They need to get to almost the 28.
He's got 7 receptions, 61 yards.
Here's the snap. There's the throw. Catch is made. Still on his feet. It's Brown again. Finally knocked out of bounds around the 21. And a first down. So Paradise Valley, after being stuffed here his last couple of drives by the Marauders, are putting together a drive now. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. Heading to the 4:48. The Marauders down by 1, 7-6. We'll be back to Mingus High School for the fourth quarter coming up after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
First down and 10, Trojans from the Marauder 21-yard line. Here's a snap and an option. The pitch goes out to Vandekamp. Vandekamp is going to lower his shoulder and be taken out the knees. But he's got a good gain inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, which will be short of a first down, but not by much. They need to get down around the 11.
That was new. That was different. A little different wrinkle out there. We were talking about in the break all the screen passes.
And a handoff up the middle and an open field to run. Hit at the 3 and down at the 1. Well, Van Kampen with a big run that time. And he's down to the Marauder 1-yard line. Still 11 and a half minutes left to go in this ball game. Marauders down by 1, 7-6.
That looks more like the 2 out there, Zach.
It's like the 2? Oh, yeah.
Could be the 2.
Back him up to the 2. We like the 2. We like a turnover better.
Yeah.
And here we go. They have 3 backs in the backfield. They'll hand off to number 6, who's hit in the backfield. And they'll lose a couple. Back to about the 4. That time, Carl Westland couldn't get free. The Marauders were able to stack it up at the line and get them behind the line. They're going to mark them all the way back to the 5. A loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and goal from the Marauder 5.
That's when defensively you look up and tell that running back, wrong hole. Occupied.
Yep. Keep bringing it. Hold it out here in the open a little bit for us.
Right. Try again. Play action pass though off this offense could be extremely dangerous.
Quarterback in the gun. And we have a timeout, I believe.
Ooh, he didn't like that. See that? He called timeout with some attitude.
10:47 left to go on the ball game. 7-6. Paradise Valley with the lead at 2nd and goal from the Marauder 5. We'll be back after this Paradise Valley timeout.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Back at Mingus, can the team in red hold down by the goal line? It's 2nd down and a goal from the 5-yard line. Inverted wishbone, quarterback standing in the middle of it. Here's a snap, and they'll hand off to Van Kempen. Van Kempen is going to be nailed. Whoa, who hit him right there? Man, that was a great hit. The Marauders knocked him down about the 2-yard line. Was it Collins? I mean, that was one of the most ferocious hits that we've seen all year. There we go for our fans at home. And here's Van Kempen, and whammo. It's 28 Rios that nailed him.
somebody got a hold of the feet so they weren't going forward anymore, and Rios got a hold of them, showed them pads.
Hey, you got to love our guys back in the box there, JB, huh? Ryan Nichols and Brian Sarava. We say, man, what a great play. And they say, replay?
Yep.
10-10 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. And they're going to throw it over the top. And there's your play action, JB, and a touchdown. Zach Kompenstein gets it. They fake the handoff to, I think it was number 6, and then just jump pass right over the top. Nobody in the end zone. And an easy touchdown for Paradise Valley, who will go for 1, you would imagine, which would force the Marauders to go for 2 should they score again. And for our fans at home, here's the replay. Yeah, it's a handoff, fake handoff there to 5, and then right over the top, wide open in the end zone, touchdown.
Whoops.
Okay. Hey, a block for you is good for me as long as we get 1 too. Let's see Brennan Kitchen get in there and get a hand on this one. Ooh, kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, this kid still hasn't missed from an extra point in his whole life. And now the Marauders are down by 8 with 10:03, a lot of time left, down 14-6 here at home. Looking for their first win of the year. This would be a good time to pick it up. Fans will be back with the kickoff after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Mingus High School, and the Paradise Valley Trojans get into the end zone for only the 2nd time tonight. This team averages 58 points a game. Here we got 10 minutes left to go, and they've got 14. However, they got an 8-point lead on the Marauders, who are about to get the ball back.
Mingus all bunched up. Well, you got to when they're going to huddle there before the kickoff. Like to see an opportunity at a good run back.
Yep, Kitchen and Rios back to return for the Marauders, and here's the kick. It's high and short. This one's real short. It's going to bounce at the 15. Be picked up by Rios at the 13. Rios down the middle. He's got some room to run. Rios breaks free, and now he's caught from behind, but not until a return out to the 34-yard line. How'd they catch him from behind? It looked like he might have been able to break it, JB. Next thing you know, 3 guys dive at the same time and bring him down.
Well, somebody just got a little bit of a nip of him there, and enough to slow him down while he was going through the crowd. But, yeah, that sure looked like that could go all the way real quickly, huh?
Oh, it would have been nice. Broyles comes out of the ball game. The Marauders have Tanner Karen in at 1 wide out, and I can't see the number on the other side. In the backfield, looks like it's Hanks. They've got a tight end working the right-hand side. Appears to be Zach Simmons. Navarre set under center. He's got a man in motion. Looks like it's Helsel. Instead, they're going to hand off to the first guy through, and he'll get 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. And it looks like it must be Hanks. Yeah, it is Hanks, who's got the ball out across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
He's got 7 carries in the second half, 17 yards, 64 on the game. And Mingus, who had only 125 yards in the first half, now has 93 yards here in the second half.
Yeah, they need to get a bunch more. 14-6 is our score. Paradise Valley with the lead here at Mingus. 9:20 left to go on the board. Marauders with the ball. 2nd down and 8 from their own 36-yard line. Navarre with Helsel in motion. And again, the handoff coming right up the middle. And again, about 2 yards.
Well, yanking at the ball out there when Hanks is going through the line. Mingus is trying to set something up.
Yeah, that's like trying to keep Abe Lincoln honest. He's right there.
Right.
Keeping him honest, and they're right there, JB. Looks like he may have gotten 3 that time. They're out to the 39-yard line, where it will be 3rd down. Still not 4-down territory, especially at this point of the field, and 8:40 on the clock.
Yeah, Mingus only down by 8.
Right. Here's the snap. Navarre drops back to throw. Looks left, throws left, and it's over the head of his intended receiver and out of bounds over on the Paradise Valley bench, which was leaped over by the intended receiver that time. And trying to see who it is. Is that Rios? Oh, no, it's Tanner Karen out there, number 16.
And I imagine if the track and field coach saw that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We got a hurdler on our hands. And now Karen better hurry up and get off the field. He's going to make it. Navarez hasn't snapped the ball from the gun. Oh, no, it's a punt here on 4th down. And Schill will punt it away. A good punt angled away from the return man. And out of bounds at,
that was number 14 on the punt.
Where is he going? The 23-yard line. So good punt again from Schill, and obviously the Marauders' game plan is not to punt to the guy. He's on the right side of the field. You kick it to the left side of the field.
If he goes in the middle, he kicks it to the side.
You kick to the left side of the field and out of bounds.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Schill has actually done a fantastic job following instructions out here today.
He's done a nice job punting today for the Marauders.
Yeah, 39 yards off a punt, not phenomenal, but no return. Hey, I'll take that.
Right, exactly. Your net's a little better that way. All right, so one man in the backfield, 2 split left, 2 split right. No tight end, quarterback standing about 5 yards deep in the gun. Bridge Gadd now has a running back come up to his right side, and he'll throw screen pass to the right. It's Jordan Brown with the catch this time. He's got a couple yards, and he's knocked down. Inbounds, clock running. 8:10 left to go. And here's, like we talked about, the Trojans, the problem with the hurry-up is you don't run much time off the clock.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, this is time where you take a huddle when you're up 8.
But they have, 70 plays so far this game?
Right. Here's the snap and the handoff, and it's a run. And it's a big run by Van Kampen, who's out across the 35. No, he's right to the 35-yard line, but out across the first down marker nonetheless. And a first down to the Mingus 35. We didn't see this kid run the whole first half. I wonder if, well, you know what? We haven't seen Bailey Thompson run the ball in the second half.
No, not at all.
I wonder if he's hurt, Jack. He's over there on crutches on the sideline.
Ooh.
And looking to throw now. Ball goes right side. It's again to Brown. Brown breaks a tackle, and then he's hammered out of bounds by the Marauders, but another first down, a gain of 11. So, yes, that's why Van Kampen is in, because number 12, Bailey Thompson, is over on the Paradise Valley bench on crutches.
Which Brown was that? One or
that
8?
Was one.
That
Jordan
was one.
Brown.
There's a pair of them.
Yes, and you don't want either of them to have the ball.
No. No, dual Browns, bad.
Yeah. Which one's the fumbler? Give it to him.
I haven't seen in their stats they don't have a fumble.
Is that right?
All season, yep.
Huh. First down and 10 out near midfield, and a fumble! He got it back. A fumble that time by the quarterback, and Bridge Gadd dropped it on the ground, but it fell right to his feet, and he was able to jump on it. So now they have one. They just haven't given it up.
Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah, JV, come on.
They haven't given up a fumble so far this year.
There we go. Let's watch this play. Second down and 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback 3-step drop from the gun. Throws to the right side. He's got a man. It's Brown again. Brown making people miss. Still on his feet and now finally caught and wrestled down. I believe it's the angry Chihuahua. There it is. Herb Tiffany comes up and gets him. And I bet Tiffany's a wrestler, Jackie. That looked like a wrestling move to me.
It certainly was. That was a takedown no matter what.
Yeah.
Grab jersey and go.
Hey, we could use 2 points. Here's a handoff to Van Kampen. Van Kampen stood up about 2 yards downfield. It'll be short of a first down, which makes it 4th down and 1 at the Marauder 45. Clock running, 6:35 and counting. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 1 from the Marauder 45.
And everybody hears the surprise in your voice.
Yeah, yeah, imagine that. Here's the snap, and a quick throw, left side, he's got a man, catches May. That's the other Brown, number 8, Jacob Brown, and he's got a nice reception. He's got about 10 yards or more, 15 yards it looks like on 11. The reception. There we go. All the way down to the Marauder, really marking it, at the Marauder 33.
That's got to be frustrating for the defense.
Yes. 4th and 1 and a quick. That's the thing, is they're such quick passes and they're just little screens. Kind of looks like Chip Kelly's offense up at Oregon. Man, did they run it at Philly last week, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the snap and a handoff. Van Kampen tripped up but stays on his feet somehow and is able to get all the way to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 on what looked like it might be a no gain.
Well, this is a game of inches because had he not been able to hold his balance or more importantly for the Mingus Marauders, had Collins been able to target the falling running back, could have been a huge hit.
Jar the ball.
Yep.
Second down and long, looking right, throwing right. Here's the one thing that catch is made, and man, the extra effort by Compstein dives forward, which it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Here's the one thing I don't like about this quarterback, and it's the only thing I've seen so far. But when Daniel Bridge-Gadd takes a snap, he locks onto his receiver, and he watches him the whole time.
Yep.
Here's a 3rd and 1 play, and the option again to Van Kempen. Van Kempen is still on the roll down the right side, inside the 15-yard line. Will be tackled at the 14. Gain of about 8 or 9 on the play, and a first down. However, it appears as if he was knocked out of bounds, maybe, or no, they may have just stopped the clock to move the sticks. At this point, Mingus needs to save time. They need to stop because another score here puts them down by 2 possessions.
Right.
They need to start saving some time. 4:58 left to go. Marauders down by 8, 14-6. Here come the Trojans. Oh, Van Kempen knows the quarterback's going to keep it. And he's hit in the backfield and down. Good defensive play. Looks like it may be Felix Vera with the play that time for the Marauders. The first guy that they faked the handoff to, which I believe was Van Kempen, was drilled in the backfield as well, and the quarterback kept it himself, and he got upended for his effort.
Well, he was reading the defensive end of the Mingus Marauders, and the defensive end bit, so he was going to pull it out and go around, and Vera said, nope, not on my corner.
Right, yeah, good play. 2nd down and 12 now. Clock ticks under 4:20 left to go here. Here's the snap. Looking to the right side. Throwing right. Looks right. Throws right every time. He's got a man who makes a play or miss. And now he's on his way to the end zone. Touchdown. Wow. What a run after the catch for Jordan Brown. And he takes it to the house from 16 yards deep. 18 yards deep. And now the Marauders are in a little bit of trouble. Down 20-6 with 4:13 left to go here in regulation time. And we've got an extra point coming here for our fans at home. Here's a replay. Looks right, throws right, slips one man at the 10, slips 2 or 3 or 4 more guys at about the 5 and into the end zone where he's untouched until he gets there. Well, look what they've done over here on their extra point on the left-hand side. They know the Marauders are coming for it, and they brought an extra guy over here on that side to try to block Hanks, but the extra point attempt is up and good. 21-6 with 4:13 left to go here in the game. The Marauders now down by 15. They've got their work cut out for them. Seen stranger things happen. We want to see them tonight. We'll be back right after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Mingus High School, and it's pretty plain at this point. The Marauders need points. They need them in a hurry. Then they're going to need the ball back because they're down by 2 possessions, JB, a 15-point deficit. Awaiting the kickoff. And then a clap of the hands and a spread, and the Marauders have Kitchen and Rios back deep to receive. Awaiting the kickoff. And looking to kick it away is Raffi, and Raffi has it up and short to the right side where it's taken by Helsel at the 15. Helsel now with the rock looking to come to the right side of the field. Now cuts it back up the middle to the left-hand side, and he's going to be gang tackled down around the 26-yard line or so. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 Mingus with 4:02 left to go here in the ball game. The Marauders down 15, and they've got a lot of way to go here to get in the end zone.
Well, that was on purpose. They wanted to make sure that they didn't get that into Rios' hand. First they tried Kitchen and went, let's not do that again. Let's kick it to Rios. Well, let's not do him again. Let's try one of the up guys.
Right, which are also explosive guys. Helsel, if he can get out in the open, JB, you don't catch him.
Oh, I know.
He runs a 4.4. Actually, I heard a 4.3 during track season. That's track season. That's like, I'm 6'6" when it comes to basketball. Marauders handoff up the middle and nothing. Wow. So I'm not sure about that. 4 minutes left to go, down by 2 scores, and let's see if we can catch them off guard by running up the middle. And the clock's running.
In a hurry-up offense.
Well, yeah. In the gun, Navarez looking to throw. Rolls right, throws deep down the left side, and it's intercepted by Brown. It was intended for Kitchen, who looked open. The pass wasn't great, and Jordan Brown comes up with his second interception of the game, and that's a big one now. Only 3:33 left to go in this ball game. The Marauders down by 2 possessions, and their opponents have the ball back. Yeah, you can see Kitchen was open. Pass was just short, and Brown was able to come up and catch it and intercept the ball.
Mingus also had the short guy open, too, up underneath. And the fake to the long guy would have made sure that the short guy was completely open.
Huh? Yeah. And Kitchen could have become the blocker. All right, well, the Marauders need a turnover. No doubt about it now. Pin your ears back and come and get that ball. And in Paradise Valley, you would imagine with 3:33 left, JB, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, right? I mean, run the ball, run the clock, win the game at this point.
Or just huddle.
Yeah, take a huddle in between snaps. Here's the snap and a handoff up the middle. Then Kempin's got a huge hole. High steps through the Marauders secondary, and now finally caught and able to bring them down, but not before a huge run all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's going to be Rios who eventually catches up and brings them down. But Van Kempen comes up with a huge run to put Paradise Valley back in the red zone and near scoring position again.
Ouch. 37 yards on that one, and just up the gut. Mingus missed a couple of tackles right there at the line of scrimmage.
Now the clock's running, and guys checking the shoelace, and a couple other guys. Quarterback's walking all the way over to the sideline to talk things over with the coach. And I bet you this one is when that clock runs all the way down to 1, we'll call a timeout. Because he's still standing over there talking to him. The play clock's got to be running down. Clock's down to 3 minutes and ticking.
Well, he could be asking the coach, too, do we stay with the hurry-up offense?
Right. Hey, let's try a huddle.
Right.
We haven't done that since Mighty Mites. And there's the timeout with 2:55 left to go. 21-6. Paradise Valley with the lead and the ball at the Marauder 13-yard line. We'll be back to Mingus High School after this.
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
don't talk to strangers.
You can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
At Mingus High School, and this young man at quarterback here for Paradise Valley, Daniel Bridge-Gadd, a sophomore, tonight is 27 of 34 for 324 yards passing on the game. That's coming off last week where he threw for 435 on 38 of 48 passing. And here's a handoff going to Van Kempen, who's caught from behind. Anthony Broyles runs him down. Not much there. They may give him a little progress, maybe a yard or so, but not much after that. The Marauders got to call timeouts on defense, JB. I'm not sure why they didn't just call one now. It's 2nd down and 10, and the clock's ticking away. And for the first time tonight, Paradise Valley's not in a hurry. Marauders are wasting time here. They didn't call a timeout. They're just going to let another 35 ticks come off and maybe even call timeout. And now they're out there on the field. But Mingus, I mean, they got 3 timeouts. I'd stop the clock. Clock down to 2:18. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Van Kempen up the middle. And he's going to keep chugging through inside the 10 down around the 9. And the Marauders call timeout now. It is 3rd down and 6. And they don't call timeout. Under 2 minutes to go. Marauders down by 2 scores. And they're just letting Paradise Valley run the ball and run the clock. And they're not calling timeouts, JB. I mean, is this just giving it up?
I don't know, but you know they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, you know, maybe they want to give their kicker. They're in here where that kid never misses.
Right.
You know, they might want to give that guy a chance to do something. And now we've got
Paradise Valley uses their final timeout.
Paradise Valley uses a timeout after they've run the clock all the way down to 1:37. 21-6. Paradise Valley with the lead. They've got the ball at the Marauder 9. It's 3rd down and 6. And the Trojans call timeout. We'll be back after this.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus High School, 3rd down and 6 now for the Trojans. 1:37 left to go here in the ball game. Trojans lead 21-6. Here's a snap, and they'll hand off Van Kempen up the middle. Van Kempen in the end zone. Touchdown! That should do it. 1:32 left to go, and Paradise Valley's got 27 points on the board with an extra point coming. The Marauders with 6. Hey, fans, we just heard an announcement here over the PA system that on September 28th, at 7 o'clock at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, the Marauder Spirit Line is going to have a fashion show, JB.
Nice.
September 28th, 7 o'clock at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. Come support the Marauder Spirit Line with their fashion show. I bet it's a good one. And the extra point attempt is up and right down the middle. Good. 1:32 left to go. The Marauders down 28-6. We'll be back with the Mingus Marauder kick return coming up after this.
Marauders 6.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
There is 1:32 left to go here in the ball game, and Paradise Valley has just tacked on what is most likely a clinching touchdown by a score now of 28-6.
Well, this is not traditional for Mingus Marauder football, and I know their defense has been on the field almost all game out here, but they've given up 21 unanswered here in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter alone. Yeah. It's like Paradise Valley slept through the first 3 quarters. Now they figured it out. Here's the kickoff. It's bouncing around. Marauders finally pick it up, and Rios is coming out of the backfield there with it, and he's still running and down now around the 28. He kind of let that ball stop before he even picked it up about the 11-yard line and took it 17 yards downfield where we have 1:25 left to go, and the Marauders need 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
Right. With the direction of that kick, I was surprised it didn't just bounce out of bounds out there. And maybe he was expecting that it could possibly do that, so he's going to let it try.
Yeah, would have given him 6 more yards. All right, let's see what we got going on here now. We've got a new player coming in the ball game for Mingus. It's 24, Garrett Story. Haven't called his name all night tonight. Navarez is still in at quarterback, and it looks like it might be Hanks in the backfield, I think. Navarez set under center. Here's the snap. And a handoff going up the middle. I think it's Collins now with the carry. And he's got 2 yards.
Well, that's just to get the clock rolling.
Yeah, I got the clock running now. 1:10 left to go. Another snap here by Mingus, and might be able to run off the field. Might be 2 more snaps. Got 62 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 7 for the Marauders. Navarre set under center. 1 back in the backfield. 1 man in motion. It's Story in motion. The handoff goes to Collins, who breaks a tackle and another one and has a good carry all the way out near midfield. They're going to mark him down about the 49-yard line. Another good run by Levi Collins, who gets up a little gimpy here. 47 seconds on the clock left in regulation time. They'll get the clock started when the sticks get set. And for our fans at home, here's a replay. Look at Levi Collins, a strong run, making people miss and then carrying a couple of defenders with him. Did you see that play? Number 8, Jacob Brown tried to strip him of the ball, but he was strong enough to hold on. That's all that work in the weight room he does with Coach DeQuattro. Ball coming right side to Helsel. Helsel is going to do the same thing as they carry a couple guys with him, and that should do it. with the carry down to the 41-yard line. Clock ticking away here. 20 seconds left to go. The Marauders may get off one more play. And it looks like they're going to come up to the line and try to get it going. Zach Simmons split wide to the right-hand side. Story on the left-hand side, I believe. And here's a snap and a handoff. Going up the middle of the left-hand side for a yard. Collins picks up one, and that's the end of the ball game. The Marauders fall to 0-3 on the season. Paradise Valley with a victory, 28-6 over Mingus. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the post-game report brought to you by Digitel, Verizon Wireless here in Cottonwood. We'll be back right after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Remember all those rules you heard as a child?
Do not play with fire.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't sit so close to the screen.
But now there are times you may have to challenge those rules.
Stay inside the lines.
And bending those rules may even lead to a career.
Pick up your toys, kids.
Imagine all the possibilities. When you venture out to make your life your own, remember the rules, but don't be afraid to take chances. Explore your sense of wonder. Feed your curiosity. Yavapai College. Life explored.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here. With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 8 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game, including highlights, stats, and the announcement of the player of the game. The Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report starts now. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Mingus High School, and not a great outcome for the Mingus Marauders tonight as they fall to 0-3 on the season. Paradise Valley kept in check for 3 quarters of this ball game and then scored 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter to really put this thing away.
Which is very unusual. The Mingus Marauders do not typically give up a lot of points here, especially in the 4th quarter. But, Zach, their defense played a phenomenal 3 quarters of football. And I'm not
36 of 48 minutes.
I know, but I'm not sure how much they had left in the tank for that 4th quarter. No. And they started to show just a couple more things. And their receivers just started breaking a few tackles here and there, and man, most of this quarterback got most of his yards pretty much on 2-yard dumps and screen passes.
Yeah, the Marauders are going to be happy to see somebody that doesn't run hurry up.
Yeah, no
Somebody
kidding.
Huddle, please.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Cactus did it to him last week, and Paradise Valley does it to him this week, and they're going to end up playing a team that huddles, and they're not even going to break a sweat.
Catch our breath here. Yeah. Next week, we're on the road to North.
Yes.
Now, that is a possible win for the Marauders. North, not very good.
So we go south to get to North?
We go south to get to North.
Right.
Which is north, but it's on Thomas, which is right in the center.
That tells you how old the school is.
Yeah. Now, the state's only 100 years old, but North's 101.
It might be 124, yeah. Right. Exactly. No, I mean, North High School was North at one particular point.
At one time, yeah.
Many, many moons ago. But it'll be our first time, and we'll play a Division I school.
Yes, a Division I school. Unfortunately, it's a school like North.
Well, they've in their first 2 games, they scored 6 points. I don't know how they did tonight, but they've given up like 110, 120 points and
they lost like 60
6.
to nothing or something their first week.
Right. So it's a program that has struggled, and a lot of some of the inner city Central North.
South Mountain's getting a little better.
South Mountain is improving. Trevor Brown still has its woes, but nonetheless, it'll be an opportunity to play a Division I school, which we haven't done.
Gets us extra power points.
Yes, there you go. We need power points.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Hey, future Marauder here.
There you go. He's checking out the M.
All right, exactly. And I'm going to line up here, and then I'm going to hit the guy over this direction.
Yeah. You know what? I think that may be a little Midkiff.
It could be a Midkiff?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because there's Aaron Midkiff, one of the greatest fullbacks Marauders ever had, standing out there on the field with him.
Well, yeah, and the red hair and the decent shoulders could be a Raven.
That could be also.
Yeah. As we start to go through former Marauders that are now having kids of their own.
Yeah, right. Here we are.
Right, I know. Hey, speaking of which, once again, congratulations to Paul and Stephanie.
Yes.
Now Mr. and Mrs. Vaca did their wedding on Saturday, and that was a blast. And holy cow, the wedding party was a literal who's who or who was in Mingus Marauders.
Mingus football reunion.
It was, but not only that, but cheerleaders and everything else right through we had the Westcotts, we had the Vacas. Tony was there. Tony got the cake in the face. Sorry about that.
I bet he's not. More cake for me.
Yeah. Except he had to wipe it off, But it was good. Hey, out here, the scoring didn't go the Mingus Marauders' way, but boy, they sure kept it in the ball game as long as they possibly could out there. First score didn't come until the second quarter, 10.5 minutes left to go, and the visitors would score first with a 1-yard dive out there by Thompson. His only touchdown of the game. It was set up by a 46-yard pass to Jordan Brown, and they dot the I there, get the extra point by Moon, and it was 7-0. And then with 1 minute left to go in the second quarter, I think it was all even numbers. All the scoring was in the second and fourth quarter. How about that? A minute left to go in the second quarter, and a 47-yard run by Anthony Broyles sets up his quarterback. Navarez gets his first and only touchdown of the game as he follows everybody to the right-hand side. And this just textbook for the Marauders. Great blocking scheme, and Navarez could have run all day long for that touchdown. Unfortunately, the extra point was blocked, and so we get no kicking points out here today, and those would be the only 6 points for the Marauders in the game. That's what it was at halftime, and at halftime, Paradise Valley, their coaching staff was thinking, what happened to our 50-plus point
where'd our high-octane offense go, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing was, and we had discussed this, they were getting their yards. They just weren't getting their points.
Right.
The points didn't come until the fourth quarter, and that's where the action would pick up again. 10:03 left to go. A 3-yard play-action pass to Comstein right through the middle. Once again, this is another fourth down conversion attempt, and Mingus just stood and stood and stood and stood, and finally a leak in the wall.
Yep.
And Mingus gives up the 6 points there and the extra point. It was 14-6, but Mingus was still in it, driving the ball a little bit here in the second half. Had a couple of good drives, just couldn't get any points out of it. And then this one hurt. 4:13 left to go, and the Trojans would get on the board again. An 18-yard pass to the outside. Jordan spin move to the sideline, breaks one tackle, ditches back inside, gets a block somehow from one of his receivers downfield and into the end zone. Would like to throw out at this point, one part of you could say that the Trojan team does a phenomenal job blocking downfield with their receivers. Another part of you would say that they do a phenomenal job of blocking before the ball even gets in the air, which is offensive pass interference. But nonetheless, you see a lot of these screen passes, the receiver downfield is already blocking before the ball is even out of the quarterback's hands. But nonetheless, it works. This is their offense, and they have definitely done it to perfection. position so far as they are 3-0 on the season. The final score of the game coming late in the game with 1:32 left to go, and Van Kempen goes in from 9 yards out for the final score, goes right up the gut, and just kind of rubs it in a little bit. You'll notice they had that wishbone, and then they spread it out and put 2 slot backs out, and just moved one linebacker to the outside. That's all they needed, Zach, to get that open inside track and get the final touchdown and the extra point. 28-6. I'll tell you what, every other team that has played or is going to play this squad is probably looking at Mingus going, how did they keep these guys shut down for 3 quarters?
Right. Well, hopefully that's something for the Marauders to build on a little bit going into next week. A big win at North, could go a long way for the Marauders. After that, we get right into section play. So, it'd be nice to get a big dub before we get into section play, where we're going to hope to get a bunch of them if we're going to have any chance to make it to the playoffs. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll be back to Mingus High School for the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report. We've got individual statistics coming up when we return after this.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
High School Marauders lose tonight and go to 0-3 on the season. Final score, Paradise Valley 28, the Marauders 6. Now, Paradise Valley is a team that runs up a bunch of yards, JB. They're kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles now, or the old Oregon team under Chip Kelly. They try to get off as many plays as they can, and they probably ran about 70 of them here tonight.
76 offensive plays, and that doesn't count the penalties. There was another 4 penalties, so 80 offensive play attempts out here tonight, which is rather significant. I tell you, you're going to get yardage off of that, even if you average 5 yards a play. That's 400 yards right there. They did a little better than that, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Navarre is here tonight throwing the ball. Just ends up 2 for 7, 31 yards, got intercepted twice for the Mingus Marauders, but Mingus ends up with over 200 rushing yards on the ground. Navarre ends ends up the game with 9 yards on the ground and a touchdown. The leading rusher for the Marauders, Hanks and Broyle. Hanks had 16 carries and 67 yards. Broyles with 7 carries and 63 yards out there. Navarez gets the only touchdown for the Mingus Marauders here this evening. Also, want to make a note out there, a couple of other people. How about Kitchen? Had his 5 carries during the course of the game, 51 yards, averaging better than 10 yards a carry. And mostly his stuff is the misdirection plays. And then late in the game, Levi Collins ends up with 4 carries and 25 yards. But over 200 yards rushing the ball for the Mingus Marauders here. They just couldn't find pay dirt. And one of the interceptions thrown here tonight was actually in the end zone. A tip pass, not Navarez's fault. The second one, just a great athletic effort by Brown as he comes back for the ball. I think Navarez had the man underneath. They'll catch all of that stuff in films, but nonetheless, it's not like he just threw it up for grabs. Both were decent passes. They just happened to be defensed pretty well. So Mingus turns the ball over twice on interceptions. Mingus does get 1 interception during the course of the game, which ends up being the Larry Green pick of the game, which Navarez caught it and phenomenal job. Actually stopped a drive as the Paradise Valley Trojans were driving yet once again. Navarez cuts it off and then brings it back. Thought for a moment he had a chance to go all the way. If you're going to put the ball in somebody's hands, he's a good one, right?
Yeah.
And he brought it up the near sideline, just ran out a little bit of real estate. Mingus only ended up with 1 second left in the first half to try to make a play. Didn't happen. But nonetheless, it did stop the drive and kept it 7-6 at halftime. Mingus was still in it and had a shot.
Right in that thing. Anthony Broyles played real well tonight. He had a lot of good runs and some good blocking, and he absolutely looked stronger. Well, maybe Levi Collins, but he looks stronger than any other runner that the Marauders have.
Well, Mingus, obviously still has some things to work on. That's what we were talking about. We are going to end up seeing kids in all sorts of different places as the coaching staff here tries to shuffle the deck a little bit, see if we can find a winning hand on something.
Right.
And, of course,
We've noticed here tonight that we're starting to see Collins and Broyles and those guys running the ball a little bit more here tonight. As a matter of fact, how many attempts did Hanks have tonight? He
16.
So I think that's a little bit less than what he's been getting these first couple of weeks.
Well, he's also given the call right up the middle. And, he's been doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And, the quarterbacks, if the quarterback doesn't want him to have it, he's going to pull it if he doesn't see a hole there. So whatever they're seeing, Hanks has a hole. It just happens to be only a 1 and 2 and 3 yard hole.
Right.
And, normally Mingus has done that very often to run up the middle because one of those breaks. One of those breaks during the course of the game. In fact, Hanks had one that he scampered away for 21 yards right at the end of the first half. However, at the same time, it does leave you typically with a lot of second and longs.
No doubt about it. On the other side of the ball, man, those guys just moved the ball right down the field.
Yes, they definitely did. They ran the ball down the field. In fact, what did they do? They punted the ball once during the course of the game, maybe twice. Other than that, they went for it on 4th down every single time with the exception of those 2 times. Offensively, Bridge Gadd, remember, he's a sophomore. Wow. 29 of 34, 324 yards. That puts him at over 900 passing yards on the season so far. Adds in 2 more touchdowns and an interception. So he's got 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and his quarterback rating is going to still remain above 120.
Very good.
Kompenstein, his favorite receiver out there, 7 receptions. So 85 yards, averaging better than 12 yards a carry. And, well, there's lots of kids to like on that squad.
Yeah,
they've got a good bunch of receivers.
And this kid is big and strong. He's about 6'1", 195, 200 pounds. Runs hard, looks strong and almost effortlessly as he runs the ball down the field. And he's only a junior, Jackie. This kid's coming back. And that's the same thing we mentioned earlier. A lot of these kids on Paradise Valley will be back next year, and even the quarterback will be back for 2 more years, like Cactus. There's a couple of teams we played the last 2 weeks that have been very good football teams that have most of their squad coming back next year.
Yeah, no kidding. And now at the same time, they've also emptied out their freshman and JV squads. Freshmen beating the Paradise Valley Trojans freshman squad 78-28, and I believe a 56-6 win for the JV squad, who is now 3-0 on the season for the Mingus Marauders. Now at the same time, on the ground, really their most successful runner ends up camping bullpen, who it pretty much got it almost all in the fourth quarter, definitely all in the second half. 113 yards out there on 15 carries. Bailey, who we saw later on in the fourth quarter on crutches on the sideline, so not exactly what happened to that young man, but I know that that's going to be a huge loss. He was their leading rusher for this Trojan squad. Catching the ball, we had made mention of Kompenstein with 7 catches, 85 yards, but Brandon Best had 5 catches for 62 yards out there. Jacob Brown, another sophomore. How about this? 79 yards on 9 catches, 84 yards on 5 catches for his is it his younger or older brother? His older brother, who ends up with a touchdown as well, Jordan Brown, and even threw to his backs out of the backfield, threw to 6 different receivers out here tonight.
Right, yeah, spread it around.
He did.
That's what you like to see. 284
yards of total offense in the first half for the visiting Trojans, 256 yards in the second half, but they were more efficient on the points. Mingus gives up 540 total yards, and yet I throw out there that we had successful moments defensively out here for the Mingus Marauders. We really did.
Yeah, for sure.
We bent an awful lot with this no-huddle offense, and broke very few times until the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, and like you said earlier, I think they were worn out. The defense is on the field for 80 plays, 35 minutes maybe of this 48-minute game. And, and then come out to the end of the fourth quarter, they may have just been running out of gas.
And at the same time, you're also looking to your coach going, hey, Coach, this is a Thursday. Practice was supposed to end about an hour ago.
I mean, not that makes a difference, but you wonder what that does affect the guys. You have a short week after practice, and it's still Thursday. They're supposed to be down there doing their cheer and everything, and the Marauder cheer and all the stuff that they do on Thursday night. Now, tonight we're playing.
Right.
That's a little different.
It certainly is. I want to thank our friends here at Digitel Verizon Wireless, the premier Verizon Wireless locations, and there's one here in the Cottonwood area, and I want you to go see them. They're right next to Suzy Q Market, ironically, another Mingus Marauder sponsor.
Absolutely. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll be back with the rest of the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report. We'll be back right after this.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders fall to 0-3 tonight by a final score of 28-6. Paradise Valley Trojans with a victory here tonight, and a pretty good football team. Jackie Young squad, and they look pretty good. Let's try to keep an eye on them the rest of the way. Fans, we want to remind you that next week we'll be on the road at North High School, so be sure to tune in for all the action right here on your radio and your computer and on your TV and everything else that you do, and we'll be happy to bring all that play-by-play for you from North High School. Never been there before, JB, and we'll get to check it out.
Yeah, you won't want to. Thomas Street, if you're going to go take the tour, and we certainly hope that you will bring us along. If you're not going, remember, myradioplace.com. You can listen there. You can watch all the replays of Mingus Marauder football on Verde Valley TV. That is Cable 2 on both Cable 1 and Suddenlink, or online at verdevalleytv.com. You can hear it 2 places on the radio dial. That gives you like 5 Mingus choices. What else do you want in the world? AM 1600 and 96.3 FM for your Mingus Marauders. And let's go ahead and go into player of the game. Hey, who should we go with? I mean, we had lots of defensive players. I do want to throw out a couple of names. Vera, I think, had a pretty good game out there for the Mingus Marauders. Collins had some fantastic hits up the middle, and the Mingus Marauders Kitchen had a couple of good runs as well. Navarez had the interception for the Mingus Marauders, denying the Trojans the opportunity at the end zone before the first half.
He also had our only touchdown.
He did. He had our only touchdown of the game. However, that was really set up by the long run that really sparked it. Yep. Mingus only had one first down that they had earned themselves prior to the point when Broyles broke one for 47 yards.
Yep, the baby bull. That time got it done. The kid runs hard, JB. There's no doubt about it. And Anthony Broyles really got it done that time with a big run to set up the Marauder only touchdown, and then was the lead blocker into the end zone that time. So pretty good game here tonight by Broyles. Also, Broyles defensively came up with play after play. He hit people all night long, and he just looked really good here tonight. So Anthony Broyles, you're our man. Tonight's player of the game.
Well, we want to thank Digitel Wireless, your premier Verizon wireless dealer here in the Cottonwood area. In fact, several locations throughout northern Arizona, for bringing our player of the game, and gives us the reason to bring the banner, too.
Yeah, right. Well, we like the banner.
Yeah, we do.
Got the little Marauder guy on there. Two of them. All right, fans, that's going to do it here tonight. The Mingus Marauders fall to 0-3 on the season. Final score 28-6. Paradise Valley with the victory, and we will be back at it next week on the road at North High School, so be sure to join us for all the live action and see if the Marauders can bring home that first dub of the season.
Well, last congratulations again to Luke Simmons, who we found out last night made the 90-man roster for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so he'll get his jersey, I think, tomorrow. Maybe even sometime today. Not road games yet. He doesn't have road games yet, but made the 90-man roster. Congratulations, former Marauder, last year Marauder Luke Simmons.
We're going to have to talk to Mom and Dad and see if we can get a little picture to throw up there on our screen of our collegiate former Marauder playing college football.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little research, too, and find out other collegiate Mingus Marauders if they're still active.
In football?
Yeah.
Not so
Leighton Dickerson, is he still playing?
I don't think so. I think he graduated about 8 years ago.
Oh, no. Am I getting old that quick?
It's quick.
Dang.
All right, fans. Thanks for tuning in. We're happy to have you along. We'd like to thank all of our camera people and our producers, Ryan Nichols and Brian Saravo, back in our box for doing such a great job and getting us all the replays as quick as they can. And we'd like to thank you all for joining in, and we will talk to you next Friday night. Back to Friday Night Lights down in Phoenix at North High School. Have a great night.
This has been the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon Wireless premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Join Yavapai Broadcasting Sports next week for more Mingus Marauder football right here on AM 1600 and Verde Valley Television Cable 1 Channel 2, or online at verdevalleytv.com.